out of practice. This is crazy. Out of practice. Oh, look at this.
Yes.
What? Where did that come from? Good evening. I don't know what this is. Good evening. I'm Jay at the Late Night Playset, except it's not really. It's Friday Night Live, Friday Night Hang. I don't know. We went live on Facebook last week with our friends from Astoria. We had been separated for about 2 weeks since the Short Circuit 40th. And last year during the Goonies, we sort of did the same thing. We just gathered here, like, once a week, and so we did it last week, and we're doing it again. I invited some old friends to join us that will be popping in throughout the evening. One you may have just heard a second ago, a familiar voice from north of the border.
Yeah, that's me.
I knew it. Look at this. It's host of the Letterman podcast and our good friend Mike Chisholm. Hi, Mike.
I'm so grateful to be here.
It's my other bearded Canadian buddy from British Columbia.
Yeah. When are we hooking that up? When are you coming to Chilliwack? We got to make this happen.
I know. I have to. The truth is, I need to renew my passport before I even get up there. And I keep saying, every time this comes up, I keep saying, oh, I got to do it. And then it never pops into my brain when I'm doing things. So keep reminding me, please, and I will do that. And then, it'll be this year. It'll be this year during the USA Grand Tour, except it'll be a North America Grand Tour because we will be cutting through Canada in order to get to the 49th state of Alaska.
This is all great news. I'm delighted by this. I will. There was a guy by the name of Rick Hansen who was a Canadian hero. Rick Hansen was a Canadian hero. He was a paraplegic. Ooh. And he rode his wheelchair across Canada, and he raised millions and millions of dollars. And this journey that you speak of is not unlike that of Mr. Rick Hansen. This is a tremendous journey that you're going on, and I'm delighted to do what people did when Rick Hansen would roll by their school, and he did. He rolled by my school, and people would race with him for a while. And that's what I will do. When you come to the Okanagan Valley, when you come to the border, in fact, I will meet you at the border with a wreath and a basket of Canadian produce, and I'll say, welcome here.
Copy that.
It's going to be great.
Is that the tradition? Get some Canadian
Who likes
produce?
apples?
Oh, I see. Let's see. Are we even live? Can we confirm that? It says we're live here, but I like to double check
Facebook,
because
I see it on the Facebook on the telephone.
Oh, you do? That's the one I was curious about. Okay, there's comments here already. All right, here we go. Time to start this up. I don't know. This has probably been a development since you were here last, Mike. I need this in order to read the comments.
Yeah. I'm going to do red light therapy. Because, I know it works. And
this is funny. Look who's here. Who's pretty in pink? Mike's pretty in pink. That's from Don Giller on YouTube. Tracy Bishop Yerman says, hi, friends from... Oh, I guess I can put these up here.
It's salmon, Don. It's salmon.
That might be Canadian salmon. Here in the U.S., our salmon's a little more orange. That's pretty pink. It's messing with your camera. Does everybody else see that?
Yeah, no, it's a seersucker jacket. The seersucker. I'm a sucker for the seersucker anyway. So that's why it looks all trippy. If it's annoying, I can take the jacket off and
I mean, I can't speak for our viewers in New York City.
Right. A few can.
Hi, friends from Kansas. Tracy, how did you end up in Kansas? I saw you in Astoria a couple weeks ago. Maybe you're from Kansas, and I didn't realize that. This is Amy's mom, the Rich and Amy of the Short Circuit House. This is Amy's mom. Kyle Walton. So I figured it out, Kyle Walton. You're Kyle Watts on Instagram. So I kept saying Kyle Watts. When you showed up last week and we figured out that this Kyle Walton was a almost familiar name, I kept saying Watson. I was calling you Kyle Watson. It's not true, but I was calling you Kyle Watts. So are you the same? You're the same person, though. I mean, your image is identical. I'm assuming you're the same person. Multiple.
Would it be crazy if it was some sort of stalker situation?
Who's stalking who? I'm stalking him?
No. That there are two separate people, but one is stalking the other, and that's where the.
Oh.
Just.
I thought. Right? No, I didn't consider that at all. Good point.
Write that movie, AI. Ha.
Keith Redmond is watching. Is he coughing at home? Coughing along at home,
Yo,
Rain?
Keith.
This is Rain from Astoria, who lives on basically the Goonies street.
Oh, that's lovely.
I don't know if you would call it the Goondocks. You remember in the movie, in the very, very beginning, when they're at the house, they ride their bikes down the driveway. But at the end of the driveway, the street goes back up the hill. That's where the Fratellis go in the very, very beginning. So she lives up that hill. Well, I guess I shouldn't tell everybody where she lives. But if you live on a famous street and you live there because of the Goonies, still. I don't even know what house, so I can't tell you what house Rain lives in, nor will I. It's inappropriate. Anyway, she is a fellow Goonie. But like even more than the rest of us, she frickin' lives there in the Goondocks.
We talked and so many things, but I never found out, how did the jacket go over? What did you do with the jacket? How did that?
I brought it home with me because there wasn't an opportunity. I mean, they already know about it, so there's no. You're talking about the Astoria police jacket, right? From the like.
Yeah,
the
I thought there was
Goonies.
something maybe ceremonial going to happen with that, or you're going to give that.
Yeah,
to
there will
somebody,
be.
or Put
There
it
will
on a
be.
statue.
There will be.
Okay.
This wasn't the trip for that. There will be that in
I
the
gotcha.
future.
Cool.
Jeremy Purvis, yo.
I'm really trying to get Yo. Like I'm trying to be the guy that like Yo is like my. I'm really trying to move in and become a Yo guy, but I don't know if I got what it takes.
Testing.
Yo.
Patrick Brass, yes, live. Thank you, Patrick Brass. Let's see. Hey, Irie. Hello. Hey, Irie. Nice to see you. Keith Redmond. Yes, you're live. We know because it said Whitney Shaw Taylor Purvis is watching. Oh, so that must be Mr. Whitney Shaw Taylor Purvis,
I think I shared
who
it on
said,
my
yo,
Facebook too.
don't steal my line. Rain, Shannon, Cass, you have to come up with somebody else watching. Oh, geez, I missed it. I know. Hey, you go. Oh, Troy Franz is here. Okay, so this is cool. So let's see, because I hear another. Is that Dave in the house too? Is that Dave?
The Dave Knight return.
Trying.
Take your time, buddy. I'm happy you're here. This is Oregonian Dave is here.
Difficulties here. Please stand by.
Take your time. We'll just watch you. This is fun.
Yeah. Not creepily though.
I haven't decided. Mike won't do it creepily. So the hellos, and then we'll get into what we're doing tonight. Hello, Troy W. France. For anybody who doesn't know, he's the guy who built the only screen accurate Mama Fratelli's Jeep from the beginning of Goonies. Ironic that I would just mention the scene where it drives up the hill. Here he is right here. Dwayne D-Man Martin is a Knight Rider guy, so I don't know. Maybe he's just watching, or that might spoil who one of our guests is this evening, one of our special. So if you sense a theme here, obviously we're with our Goonies friends. We are with our Short Circuit friends. We're with our Free Willy friends. We're with our Kindergarten Cop friends. Okay, all of our Astoria movie friends. Then there's a theme here with the 80s. So we have our friend Mike here, who is from the Letterman podcast, and then joining in just a little bit from the East Coast, working live. Uh-oh, Rain. I mean, I got excited when I saw it. They're working on it live. Joe and AJ from the Knight Rider Historians on the East Coast. Why am I feel the need to identify everyone's location tonight? I'm gonna settle my geography down a little bit. Nicole was terrible with geography, so I used to have to like really pinpoint stuff for her to understand, and I realized that the rest of the world is not that way. Anyway, Joe and AJ from the Knight Rider Historians, who are currently buttoning up the final touches on the actual screen-used Knight Rider semi-truck, the tractor trailer.
Whoa.
They own it. They've restored it. It's been painted. They recreated the interior. They had the actual set plans from Universal. They recreated all the cabinetry. Everything is to a T. I've been in it. It's amazing. It wasn't even done when I was there. Now it's nearing completion. Their latest video was up this morning, and it shows some really, really cool stuff. But they're going to check in and tell us what they're up to and where you can see the semi live soon for its big unveiling, public unveiling.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Whitney likes the jacket.
Oh, excellent.
And I appreciate this, sir. You're in a jacket, I'm in a sweatshirt, and you called me sir. I'll take it.
Yeah. Hold on, I lost it.
Oh, I thought your mic cut out.
No, I cut out. It was my mind.
Did you have some weed tonight?
I had a little weed at the office
That's awesome.
before I
love
came
Canada.
home. Yeah, I had a little weed. It feels delightful. No,
Good for
but
you.
I was gonna.
You look fantastic.
Thank
You look well rested. You look like you might be relaxed.
Yeah. Divorce will do that to you.
Oh, we're getting into it. I didn't mean to cut to my single here. I was just trying to work on the
No,
lighting a little
no.
bit. But okay, well, you dropped that bomb. So welcome to Astoria Game Night Therapy.
But I just wanted to say though, before any of this, you mentioned the '80s earlier. I lived through every year of the '80s.
Yeah, me too. Most of the people
Yeah.
watching tonight did, I think.
There we go. So yeah.
I was going to say
I'm
that
sending the
Whitney here
link
likes
out.
your
I'm sending the link out to some people.
Whitney here likes your jacket, which is great.
I appreciate that very much. The salmon thing was in response to that night thing that I did with Letterman, him making fun of my jacket. That was the salmon jacket. I still have that jacket, but it's too big for me now because, like you said,
They're different
I just
jackets. Because that
Yeah,
one
this
is
is a-
more
this is-
salmon.
this-
The other one. This one
this
looks
is-
pink.
Yeah, this one is pink. Alara, my granddaughter, picked it out, and every time she sees me wearing it, she's like, "Pa, I picked that jacket out," and I'm like, "Yes,
This one,
it's cute."
while I can't see it because, video, it feels
Yeah.
like it's got really tight stripes, and then it puts me in the mind of a barbershop quartet. And I feel like you should just bust into, you and your buddies should just come on in here and, hello, my baby. Hello. Well, that's the wrong guy, but wrong song.
I haven't done
still with
that,
the
but I
hat,
have
though.
burst. I have burst into a song about a monorail, though.
Oh, see, now that's an inside joke. Don't you go any further with that, sir.
Hit the X.
Can we call that a Conan O'Brien joke? We'll just call that a Conan
Yeah.
O'Brien joke since he wrote that
Yeah.
episode of The Simpsons. Otherwise, that's a very subtle inside joke you just pulled. Was that the
Yeah.
weed talking?
Oh, probably. I mean, God knows I need all the help I can get.
Oh, I wasn't trying to imply that you're only funny when
I've
you're high.
got a week, exactly 1 week tonight. Yeah, I got 8 minutes at there's, I don't know, 6 comics. I'm number 3, and I got 8 minutes, and so I'm kind of putting myself in that place a little bit.
Good for you.
I'm not sure I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, so it'll be good.
Oh, you haven't done the 8 minutes yet. You have a spot for 8 minutes.
Yeah, I have a spot for 8 minutes, and I think I know. I think I know the couple of the things that are going to go into it, but yeah, I'm in that
Okay.
mindset right now. So all day I was talking to myself in the car trying to come up with bits.
The other theme other than 80s here is maybe all children of the 80s have this same problem. So maybe there is maybe it is all tied together. But everybody I know seems to be going through something the last few years. Obviously, my thing was Nicole, and now I have to refine myself and rejigger life again and all that stuff. So I'm a work in progress as usual. It seems like everyone I know who's important to me and close to me is struggling. Might not be the right word, but having to
In the thick
overcome
of it.
something right now. And
Yes.
Mike is definitely one of those guys north of the border your life is going through radical change, as much or as little as you want to share.
Well, yeah, it's like, so my wife and I are ending our marriage, and it's taken a long time to get to that statement. And one of the places that has brought us this is the idea of two hearts that love each other very much that have grown apart. And I don't know about you, Jay, but I love the goopiness of Gwyneth Paltrow, and I don't like getting too goopy though. But a little bit of goopy is fine, and the little bit of goopy that is going on here is the idea of a conscious uncoupling. So, like, I'll give you the.
I was really wondering where you were going there. Okay, I now see the.
I brought it
through
back.
line.
No, I brought
When
it back.
she
I knew
divorced,
I-
they had the public service, the whatever their press release was. We are going
Conscious
through conscious uncoupling, right?
Yeah, and there's no better way to describe what we want to do, because like our granddaughter is the most crucial out of everybody. Like, we want to make sure she's okay, and so we told her about 3 months ago, and I mean, it was powerful experience. She wants to make sure that she's going to get hash browns on Sunday mornings because she slept over at our house at least one night a week since she was 2 weeks old. So we're like, no. Like, this is modern family situation here. Our Saturday sleepovers go until you don't want them to. If she's 26 years old and she still wants to do a sleepover with Mimi and Pa, we're going to do it. So, like,
there's no bad blood anywhere here.
No. But we're both. The Bible talks about. I think that many times people take this out of context. It talks about marriage and it talks about partners being unequally yoked. And I think a lot of Christians jump on that and going, "Oh yeah, you should see. Make sure you date somebody in the youth group because you're supposed to be Christians need to be with Christians." I don't think that's what it is. I think it's these two oxen together plowing a field. If they're unequally yoked, if one's going in a different direction than the other, one's going faster than the other, one's going whatever, it's going to be a mess. And so there's a recognition there that we are unequally yoked in some pretty big directional things. So, yeah.
At the end of the day, it's your guys' choice.
It's taken a lot to get to that.
Sorry.
No. I'm just saying it took a lot to get to those few.
At the end of the day, it's your guys' choice, and whatever you are happy with is the right decision. That's where I stand on that. Whatever everybody's good with is the right way for this to go. The yoked thing is a nice analogy, and I get it. The truth is, Nicole and I were very unevenly matched in many, many ways. Ask anyone who knew us. But, that was also kind of our superpower, was that we saw the world so drastically differently because we respected each other enough to align. So that ended up working in our favor.
Yeah, you were like
couples. It's an impossible thing. Like, it's sort of like the miracle when they make it. Like, that's why I feel like I won the lottery with Nicole, and I don't care about my life since, because I won the lottery, and now, I spent my fortune or whatever, and I don't, whatever. Yes. In my mind, it can't get that good again.
Yes.
I don't know if that's true or not. Back to me.
Well,
sorry.
You throw it out. You throw it to the universe and say, "Okay, show me. Has this particular area peaked or not?"
Well, you're right, and then but then that implies that you care about the answer. You want the answer. That's like, oh, there's something to live for. Show me something.
No,
better.
I'm saying you give it to the universe. Just give it. Just say, there you go. Okay, whatever. And
yeah. Well, we've had personal talks. I've definitely given into the universe.
Yeah.
Rain over here is laughing. I don't know why. Whitney and Rain are laughing. I missed the joke there, but I usually do, especially because they actually know each other, and I'm sort of new to the equation. Let's see here. I'm from Oregon, but grandkids brought me here. I was visiting Astoria. Beautiful. Fantastic. I'm in Florence, Italy. It's 2:08 a.m. here. Fantastic. Let's see. So that's plus
Dawn
9,
from
I
Florence?
guess. Plus 9 in Florence. Trace Medlock. Hello, Trace. Anybody who wants to join this shindig as we go on tonight, just let me know. We'll send you a link. Some people have the link already. Dave will be joining us. As I mentioned, from the East Coast in a little bit. Night Rider historians will be joining us.
I've shared this to my Facebook. Yeah, he's here.
What? Yeah, we're not shy on followers. There's lots of people here. Are you okay? Did you freeze again?
No, I'm here. I'm saying Dave's here. Dave's been talking.
Oh, he is. Thank you. Thank you. I don't hear him. Are you sure he's talking?
No.
Yeah, he'll produce your own show.
Oh, sorry, Joe.
Jeez. I want some of whatever you have. Oh shit! Yeah, that's true. That was a Freudian button tap, by the way. I don't know if they have such a thing. Too many things. This is one thing I like about doing the Blockbuster year with Brandon is he does all the buttons up in Canada, up in.
He's
BC.
Good at that too. Holy cow, he's good at that. Just saying, it's a well-produced show. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, right on. Billy Joe Royal down in the Goondocks, mid-60s. Usually, Don, I get your references. Been doing, yeah, whatever. I'll do that for another time. But I've been doing a deep dive on the history of the Ed Sullivan Theater lately. It's hilarious that I would get into it, 30-something years after Dave moved in. I'm finally into the Ed Sullivan Theater. Cool space. Hi, Jay. What's up, Sean? I'm assuming this is Sean and Mo and our friends at Johnny Five and Friends. Got to meet them out there in Oregon. Super, super, super cool. Jessica Reel, hey, you guys. So, Mike, I mean, I don't mean to cut you off. You're going through some serious business, and with that, you know, there's other family things happening too. You got other family moving to other countries, other parts of the world.
Yeah, our youngest and his wife moved to Brazil this week. So
That's a big deal.
You can imagine things with my estranged and I are, you know, they've never been smoother.
It's a big adjustment. A lot of adjustments.
Lots of emotion this week. No, we're good. We're working together to get the house up and sold, because now that the kids are gone, the build up to the kids moving, the last 6 weeks have been very, 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 very emotional. So now that the kids are gone, they're in Brazil. It's like another thing. Like Alara, my granddaughter, she's a cancer survivor. She did her Make-A-Wish trip. That's why Jay and I were hanging out a couple weeks ago.
That's why you were in LA, exactly.
That's why I was in LA. Yeah. So like, yeah, but like, so trip of a lifetime, unbelievable. But at the same time, you know, knowing that this is happening, it gave us a good test for the Modern Family thing, and we wear it well.
Reference.
So, yeah. So. But other than that, no. If any people got questions, whatever, that's. I know that she's still going to come on the Letterman podcast from time to time because she is more popular on the show than I am.
I know that. I know that story.
Good. I know you do. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Yeah, there's not a moment in my day where I don't feel less than.
Yo goes with a jacket. Yeah, the less than thing.
Just because we were so much stronger as a pair, she was the better half of it, and
yeah,
I struggle to put my shoes on every day. You know, when I think about stuff like that, like, what's it all for? What the hell's the point? You know. Yo does go with the jacket. Sure, I feel like a jacket like that is a Yo guy. Although that's more the salmon is more the Yo guy. A seersucker pink jacket to me goes back to Barbershop Quartet. You should be selling a monorail. Back to the monorail.
That's right.
Back to your original joke. Can you call back someone else's joke? Hey, Dave. So Dave is coming and going. Dave, I did see you, but I'm hoping that when you join again, you'll say something when you're ready, because I've seen you.
And Joe is here as well. Joe is here.
You keep saying that, but I don't see them. Oh, there's Joe, but he's not here.
He talks from time to time.
Oh, but he's not in my system. That's weird. So you have him in yours, but he's not here.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I have got here. Let's simplify this. I've got a few too many cameras going on here. Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say this may be a shy bit of overkill?
I love it. I love hanging out there so much. 2 weeks ago.
Let's see. So we don't.
So I see his screen. I hear him saying, "I'm here."
Stop it, please.
All right.
No offense, sir. I usually do this alone, so just give me 1 second.
Where's producer Ariel? We need her.
We need silence for just 1 second. If you could listen to me, I'm doing what we need to do. God, trying to kill some cameras here. If I get rid of this, good grief. You don't have these problems, so I know you don't know. All right, so that one's gone. So let's see if Joe shows up. I'm going to leave the room, so we might lose you, but if I come back, hopefully you'll still be there. Okay. Whew. Sorry, Mike. All right, you're still there. Whew. Now here's everybody. Okay, ready? Okay. So, sorry to Mike. Thank you for your patience, Joe. Everybody else, please welcome Mike and Joe. Oh my God. Woo! This is good. This is good.
No one heard me.
It's Elastic J night. Let's see if we can stretch him and just don't let him snap, just a little bit and then let it back.
I want to mansplain some more. No, Jay, what you got to do is you got to see that Joe's over. Never mind.
I know, and that's usually Ariel's job to do the mansplaining, and I don't care for it then either. So anyway, here we have my good friend Joe Huth of the Knight Rider Historians, who has taken a few minutes out of his very busy night with AJ, where they are working clearly around the clock. It's nighttime there. on.
Clearly, yeah. We've
What are
got
you
a
up to,
semi
buddy?
finish. I got
Yeah.
a semi finish. I don't have time. Yeah.
Mike Letterman podcast, Joe Huth, Knight Rider Historians, 80s
Hey, Mike.
YouTube channels unite.
Very nice to see you. Very nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Long time listener, first time caller. I've got a wonderful replica of Kit upstairs. I have questions galore. I'm so excited about this. This is fantastic. You're doing the Lord's work, sir.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I mean, that's high praise. Thank you.
I feel like you must get that comment a lot.
I get it a decent amount, but I don't let it go to my head.
Have you ever considered getting Kit tattooed on your body?
No, I have not. That might be a little overkill, I think.
What about just the lights of his voice interface? I'm just saying. There are people with Knight Rider tattoos. I've seen many people with Knight Rider tattoos.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Mike has-
No, I don't think that's for me. No.
Mike has Letterman on his back.
Really?
Well, okay, so on my back I have a ghost trap that's opening up, and depending on your perspective, either coming out of the trap or being sucked into the trap are 21 of my favorite things.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
One of Letterman's microphones is one of those things, or representation of it. There's a Back to the Future, the DeLorean's on there. There's a bunch
Mike,
of
take
ones.
the jacket off. Let's see it. Come on.
I kind of need
No
to
way,
see
man.
it.
Not right now.
Come
Not right now.
on.
Maybe a little later.
You look fantastic.
me
You've been working out. The recently single
it's
Mike
been-
Chisholm getting topless right here on Friday Night Live.
We'll see. But anyway, yeah. I do love the Knight Rider, and I'm grateful for. I do have a question. The semi truck, when it's done, is there a scenario where it could be used as an Airbnb?
Ooh,
Dude,
that's actually not a bad question.
we need to make the lounge bed a little bit bigger, and then, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, it can be used for Airbnb if you're not over like 4 foot tall. Sure. Yeah, you could stretch out in there.
And you don't have to use the bathroom all night.
Yeah, no bathroom, and you have to be 4 foot tall. So there you go. We can make that
So
happen.
yes.
Yeah,
I think I'd rather sleep in Kit in the back of the semi. I'd rather just like lay back in the Trans Am in the back of the semi.
We can arrange that, Jay. You just come on out. Come on out.
Come
Spend the night
stay
in the
with
semi.
Joe. He's got a lovely
Free
guest
charge.
room out there in the tractor trailer.
Right. Yes. Why not?
You
news,
guys
they're
are working
bucket seats.
feverishly. I just watched your video this morning. I'm sure you've had more progress since then. But how are you doing? You don't look
It's
you look better than I thought you would right now.
Oh yeah. Well, thanks. Yes. No, it's going well. AJ is here today and tomorrow. Today we got the vintage Texas Instruments computer working. So, and you know AJ, he's successfully recreated some of the graphics you see on the show.
Of course.
So,
I'm
so
sure
we
he
got
learned how to program that thing.
Oh yeah, he knows everything about it. He came ready, prepared. So it now works in its glorious 1984 fashion. And so whenever we have it at RetroCon, we'll actually have the computer on and displaying. And Rebecca Holden, who played April, is going to be there. So we're going to have her sit at the computer with the displays that she saw 40 years ago. It's going to be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and tomorrow we are applying more striping on the side. I started the stripes on the one side, and I need help with some of the longer stripes, so we're going to be working on that tomorrow.
Joining the conversation is Oregonian Dave over here. So we now have fair Letterman representation, obviously,
Still
between the
working
two of us. And then we've got Oregonian Dave doing Goonies stuff up there. Oh, he's not ready yet.
Oh,
Flag on the play.
is he in a storage closet? What is that?
It did look like maybe he might be.
Yeah.
The computer I feel like was present when I was there, but the cabinets were like half built. You have done so much work since I was there 6 months ago.
Yeah, and you came in the dead of winter too, so you didn't get to see it properly. It was like the coldest day of the year, and you show up in yellow car. And I
Dude,
give
this
you
was
tour of
a
everything.
nightmare. I mean, I drove out there the night before to prevent this type of situation. I go, I'll get out there a day before. I don't want to, drive in that weather. And then, sure enough, the actual day, There
Right.
was a lot of, it was snowing before I left the hotel to come see you. And then the only reason I didn't stay longer that day was because it was like, I gotta leave before I can't get over the hump of your street to leave this part of the world. I would have been snowed in yellow car.
Yeah, you need to come back in warmer weather. Yes.
Well, as you know, that is definitely the intention, and we'll hopefully formulate a plan, on Sunday when we talk. I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to it, as well as some of the other things we've talked about that we're not speaking publicly about yet, but we're working on behind the scenes. Super excited now that a few other things are out of my mental way.
I'm really excited too, and the semi. I'm gonna be done with the semi in plenty of time, so I'm ready to start shifting gears to some of these other projects.
Awesome.
But I just announced today on the video I released today. You probably haven't seen it yet, but we're going to be able to display some of the original screen used Knight Rider props that were in the semi set.
You'd be surprised. I watched this video this morning. I'm excited about this beyond. Yes, I'm excited beyond belief. Please go ahead. I interrupted. Tell everyone.
No, that's okay. So there was a company, just a quick rundown, Modern Props, back in the 70s, 80s, 90s. They provided all of the futuristic blinky light panel props for like every movie and TV show. Yes, like the Ghostbusters PKE meter.
This Ghostbusters prop, everyone knows, was not designed for Ghostbusters. It was built by Modern Props. There were originally 2 of them. It's built out of an Iona shoe polisher. But this is what, of course, we all know became the PKE meter from Ghostbusters.
Exactly.
It's in tons of movies.
Yes. Yeah, Modern Props.
But Modern Props built these and owned them.
Well, they did.
Did they do anything for Star Trek?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have tons of Star Trek props. They have an original Kirk communicator. All the most important device in the universe. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. This giant table with these red blinking tubes. Probably 100 props they have from Star Trek. It's amazing. So, but basically, so Modern Props closed. A man named John Zabrucki started it. He retired, and he donated his entire collection to the Trumbull County Historical Society in Ohio, which happens to be an hour from my house. So I made my presence known in their world, and now I'm on their collections committee board, and I've been helping them organize and catalog the props. And they're going to have a table at RetroCon during this reveal. They're going to be bringing a handful of their props, and they're bringing the original props that they had in the set of the semi on Knight Rider. So for the first time ever, we're going to have these props that were on the set installed in the actual semi just for this weekend. It's going to be incredible.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty special. But pretty much any movie or TV show from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, I can almost guarantee Modern Props had something to do with it. If they have like a futuristic prop blinky panel, you know what I mean? That's Modern Props.
Other than the few that were rented from Apex because they were trying to jump on the rental business that Modern Props, whatever, because they were so busy, they really domineered the business. Like without a doubt, it was a huge hit when they went away.
Yeah.
So the fact that we still have access to these things, the fact that they're not gone forever, whether it's research or just to go look at them or whatever, is amazing to me. The fact that they're not all gone or in private collections throughout the world.
Yeah, John was really diligent about keeping like nearly everything. There's probably 600 props in this collection, if not more. I mean, it's amazing.
So you said on your video, can we reveal here some of the parts, like some of the blinky light panels?
Yeah. So in the set of the semi, there were 3 Modern Props pieces that were present the entire series. So there was the boom. We call it the boomerang unit. It sat on the back wall of the semi. That was used in Star Trek. It was used in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, Next Generation a few times, but it's been in a ton of things. So that panel, and then there's this other rectangular tall panel that all it is a ton of lights that blink. That's going to be there. And then
is it black?
It's black. Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
black.
I know the one you're talking about. I can
Uh-huh.
picture it right now.
Yep. Yeah. So we're gonna have that one, and by the way, Modern Props made 2 of each of those. There were 2 boomerang units, 2 of the blinky light panels, and then in the semi above the garage area, there was this white computer that dropped down from the ceiling. We're gonna have that as well. They actually had 4 of those, so we're gonna have that on display. So
I'm on your
that's my
Facebook trying to
personal
find
favorite.
photos of that stuff, but it's not really up yet. Any of the new
Well,
stuff
can
that
I
you're talking
here?
about.
I mean, I could probably hang on one second. So when did I see that? Because right
I love
now
that stuff so
props-
much.
the props are all in at a warehouse right now. They're putting together the Museum of Science Fiction Fantasy Arts. Let me see if it'll let me share this.
And if it doesn't, the best way to see this stuff, everybody, is to go to Knight Rider Historian's YouTube channel and watch the video. Joe's great. He's got a new camera, so his videos are even better than they've ever been.
And
Got
you
one of
guys
those
are doing something
got one of those
with
follow
Car,
me
right?
around cameras, you know.
Oh, I love it.
You guys
Can
are
you
doing
see-
something with Car, right?
With Car?
Yeah.
No, we have 2 of the original Knight Rider cars, and one of them played Car.
Yeah.
So I do have
Yeah.
technically have a kit and a car in my budget.
Right on.
Can you see my screen? The picture?
No, I see you still.
No.
Oh, okay, it's working. That's all right.
Oh, wait. Something was here a second ago. Maybe.
well, hold
Try
on.
it again.
Let me bring it back up. 1 second.
I
You
wonder
probably have
if
to
you
give
did share,
permission.
share a screen.
There.
Because now we've got Dave here. Is this?
Joe's camera's.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
dude,
look
you
at
figured
that.
it out. Amazing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's one of the computers, and then
Oh, I dig it.
Do
Are
you
you
remember
able to
this,
see
Mike?
this?
It would drop out of the ceiling right
Yeah.
where the garage meets the carpeted area.
are
Absolutely.
you able to see this as I change the pictures?
Yep.
This is what Joe
Okay.
should get
This
tattooed.
is fantastic.
on him.
I didn't know that we
Yeah.
could do this.
So they have all of these crazy props.
Yes.
This is here. This is the there's the blinky light panel, as I call it, because it doesn't have an official name. That's the one we're gonna have. This is the most important device in the universe, right here.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it is just a screen grab. It's just. Do you guys see this? I only still see the first picture of you in the drop
I only
down.
see
Oh,
the
you're
first
not-
picture.
Oh, it's probably not. I
But your
probably
mouse
have
is
to-
moving around, which is weird. So
Yeah.
it seemed
Well-
live. Oh, now it just
All
went
right.
away.
Well,
Oh,
now
okay.
just bring me back. Okay. Well, that's apparently not working. But yeah, so we're excited. Super
Oh my
excited.
gosh.
Yeah.
How does it feel being on this side and so far near the end of such a monumental project like this? Finding this stuff was amazing, and then you bringing it home was amazing, and then gutting it was amazing. Like, you're almost done.
I'm ready to be done. I've enjoyed it. I have really enjoyed it, and it's really special to me to know that we took these 2 pieces that were seemingly just completely lost to time, and if it weren't for all of the work beforehand to even track these down, I mean, they both would have eventually been scrapped and lost forever. So
Yeah.
to me, it's very special. I knew it was going to be a lot of work going into it. I did not necessarily realize how much work.
Yeah.
But all the skills I've learned, I never thought I'd have to reskin a trailer or learn, how to move axles on a semi tractor or lay carpet. I mean, just all the skills I've learned. It's been amazing.
I bet you've learned a lot about the Department of Transportation and their rules and regulations.
Oh yeah, it's been a learning experience, but I'm excited to be done. I'm excited to move on to something else because it's really consumed like all of my free time. I obviously make my wife and 2 kids a priority, but whenever I have any time outside of that, it's working on the semi. So I'm ready to move on to some other stuff.
And you have a full-time job too. Like, let's not forget that.
Oh yeah,
part,
that too. Yeah.
Plus,
I have to.
what's your full-time
edit video.
job?
I actually work for the Department of Defense, federal government.
We're talking about it.
So
I didn't know we could
That's
talk
Is that
about
all
it.
you can say?
yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Oh wow. That's
So,
that's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Let's see. Oh my God, love Knight Rider 2. Whitney Shaw, of course, thank you. Dwayne D-Man Martin, thanks, Jay. Yes, let's see. I'm just catching up on some comments here, because I'm sure people want to ask you guys stuff. When can we get in that truck? Let's see. Good evening, everyone. Is the jacket from Miami Vice wardrobe? That's funny. What kind of weed goes well with salmon? Jason Music, very funny. RetroCon in Pennsylvania, September 12, 13. We sure did. Okay, let's see. 80s baby, 89.
Hey,
so you just made it, Irie.
You squeaked in.
Oh, going to Pennsylvania in September to start making plans, see?
Start making plans. It's going to be amazing. And there's still some additional surprises we haven't announced yet. So that I think is going to be amazing.
Yes, Kyle, we will definitely get to you tonight. Absolutely. Rain, I'm down for Pennsylvania. This is awesome.
Can I ask an uncouth question?
Sure.
I mean, perhaps this is an idea for the marketing people, but am I crazy thinking that there should be a three-way partnership with, of course, this project, the Hoff, and Carl's Jr. as well? Right on. I'm glad it landed at least somewhere.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like we should.
That would be
the
meta.
The Hoff is not doing great these days. I feel like we should show a little respect for the Hoff.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, the Hoff has had knee replacement surgery. Then he fell and broke his hip. From what I hear, I think. So he's hurting, but
well, we send love and respect and humor.
But Mike wants to joke about his darkest moment ever.
Right. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm sorry.
That's fine, Mike.
I think it's one of those things. I think it's like Oprah and Leno and Letterman on the couch. That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
Yes, come on. I helped Joe last year with it, and we'll be there to help again this year. Everyone is encouraging. Let's see. Just found out we're doing a job 1.5 hours from Astoria starting on the 6th. I get 2 more weeks of Pacific Northwest.
Pacific Northwest, yeah.
Nice. Let's see. Don't sell yourself short. You never know what is ahead. Okay. I've never been married or divorced, but I wish you the best of luck. Oh, these are old from a while ago. My gosh.
I appreciate
that.
That's whenever I was trying to get your attention.
Yes.
You didn't know I was here.
Yes, there's probably a lot to catch up on here. Let's just skip through these. Hello from Colorado. You've got this, says Michelle. You've got this, Jay. Hi, guys.
Here.
Awesome. Joe in the house. Knight Rider historians. Yes. Evening, sir. What about Johnny 5? Video Bob says, hi, guys. Joe, what would you say to having Kit chase Mama's ORV through Astoria? Nice.
We
Seriously,
can totally arrange that.
Thanks for keeping.
I don't know. Didn't the
childhood
ORV go on the beach? I don't think Kit would do well on the beach in that one scene. But
Car would.
Car would, and I have cars.
And you have that car, don't you? The one that
I do literally have the car that they use to pull them out of the sand that lifts up the high traction. Yeah.
Which was at Paradise Cove, which is the same place that Rockford used to live in the trailer.
You got it.
When can we have a conversation about Super Pursuit mode?
We can right now if you want.
Yeah, right now. I mean, they made it 2 blocks from where I'm sitting.
That's true.
My favorite part of Super Pursuit mode was the spoiler. That big spoiler that rose up. Oh,
with the rockets and all that?
With the
rockets.
I love that. I love that thing.
As a car guy, I hated all of it because none of it was possible.
Well, that's true. No one ever gives any love to the lower spoiler, though, because you see the one go up, but there's also one that comes down underneath that no one pays attention to.
Yep. I'd like to give it more love.
That's my favorite spoiler.
So, you guys can't... is there a Super Pursuit mode version of Kit that's around?
Not any of the originals. So they made... So Barris and his team made 2 original Super Pursuits. One was a full-time Super Pursuit that didn't transform, and the other was an engine-less car with hydraulics that would transform that they put on a trailer. So no, they were both crushed when the show ended. But I have the back seats from the Super Pursuit mode car, actually.
Really?
In my collection, oddly enough.
That's cool.
Okay, and how many convertible kits were there?
Same thing. There was one that drove, and then they had a half car that was mounted on a trailer for the actual transformation. So the convertible is still around. It's down in Orlando at the Desertland Museum.
The full-bodied one. The actual
full-bodied
car.
one. Yeah, the trailer one we're pretty sure was destroyed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I always, you know what? I could not suspend my disbelief enough to understand that Super Pursuit mode was in there somewhere, but then also, hey, we're out for a drive on the cliffs of
Well,
Malibu. Let's put the convertible down, and
No,
it just,
yeah. You can't have T-tops and a convertible. Sorry,
I
not
know.
well,
possible.
and you know what's
I hate,
know.
this is when I began to hate Knight Rider, even though I loved it so
there you
much.
go. I was so
well, you know
sad.
what's funny? I have a picture. You never saw the Super Pursuit mode car really whenever it was closed up and what it looked like.
Right.
And it didn't look like Kit at all. I mean, you had all the body lines, but even the front bumper was different because of the way they had to build it. So, like here, actually, let me just share another picture. Here's another exclusive picture for you.
So all of this to me is
So,
kind of what's amazing about what you did with the model, Joe, that's coming out, is, you know, that you consulted with, is that is going to have Super Pursuit mode, and it does fit into the footprint of the actual car.
It's not going to have Super Pursuit mode. That's a different.
That's a different one?
One? Yeah, that one is not in any way accurate, and I'm not involved in that. No.
Okay.
No.
So that's
So
not the
I-
one that you're. Okay, all right. So got it. There's
No,
another
the
one coming
I'm
out that
wor-
we can
I'm
look forward
working,
to.
Yeah, I'm working with Jazz Inc. Dioramas and Factory Entertainment. They're building a 1/6 scale kit, which is like 3 feet long. And they came out and they 3D scanned the original car, and I've been working with them behind the scenes for months on every detail, every single detail of this car to get it exactly the way it was.
Awesome.
So it's going to be the definitive model. It's expensive, but it's going to be amazing.
What
How
season
expensive?
will it be?
It's going to be late season 1.
Cool.
And the reason I say late season 1 is because the decision was made that they wanted to incorporate some of the upgrades to Kit that Michael Chaffee didn't have in his original design, like Kit's voice modulator, voice box, and things like that. So late season 1.
Awesome. Freaking love it. I love that you
Yeah.
knew what I was asking and why.
Oh yeah, I know.
Video Bob
sharing-
donated to the trailer, he says. Yes, Whitney Passett says. Love Dave. Yes, Dave Knight. Yes, Dave he's here. He's working with his camera. He's going to say something when he wants to join us. I do see him. He is here. Great work on the trailer.
Thank you.
You're not going to know what to do with your time when you're done with this project. You've worked so hard on it. Yeah, well, he's got other projects coming up.
Oh yeah, top secret ones.
Jay playing Candy Crush during the show. No, I wasn't doing that. I was trying to find his pictures, but we figured it out. We need that Knight Rider link, please. Yes, good point. I don't know how to do it in the chat, but we do need to do
Well,
it.
I'm assuming they're either meaning KnightRiderHistorians.com, which is my site.
Yeah,
and also YouTube channel. But then there's also RetroCon, my site.
Yeah,
and also YouTube channel. But then there's also RetroCon. If you're interested in the show, it's like retrocons.com. So.
Yes, but also go to Knight Rider Historians on YouTube for the video we talked about that went up this morning.
May I ask
looks
another
neat.
question?
Absolutely, Mike.
I have a
Awesome.
vague memory of there being a special Donahue Knight Rider episode.
Donahue Knight Rider episode.
So, pretty sure it was a Donahue episode of Donahue focused on Knight Rider, and I think a kid even won a contest that he got to go hang out with Michael Knight and Kit, and they did like surveillance and things like that.
Sounds like an episode of Different Strokes.
What you talking about, Willis? I mean,
There was
Well, I
a
don't
real
know.
crossover, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
I've never heard about a Donahue episode, but now you can bet that I'm going to spend considerable resources trying to figure out if that's true or not.
Donahue was syndicated, but they did shoot it at NBC, so that's the same. Although I guess it wasn't the same family back then. Universal was separate. It was MCA Universal back then.
Right.
Right on. What's up, y'all? Popping in to say hi. Hi, Daryl. Just clocked out, and I'm headed to X Games. Wow. Amazing. Daryl is a mailman, mail carrier. He's another government worker.
You're just flooded with them today.
Worked for the Foundation of Law and Government. That's funny.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello, Jennifer Workus. Can I pull that truck? So somebody asked before, what's the long-term plan for this truck? Are you going to park it at your house? Is it going to a museum? What's the...
It's so immediately after RetroCon, it's going, it has climate control climate-controlled storage in Chicago with one of our partners. And the plan is it will tour the country and it will make it to different shows.
Amazing.
There's a couple people connected to the show out in California that we really want to reunite them with the semi. So I could see it coming out your way, Jay. And we've been invited by Dorsey, the company that built the trailer in 1978. They really want us to bring it down to their factory in Elba, Alabama, to show their workers. It's the most famous Dorsey they ever built, so we're probably going to take it down there, and so it'll be making its rounds. Yeah.
They've been very supportive of your restoration, providing plaques and details that you needed. And
well, not only they donated all of the primer and paint for the project.
Wow.
They recreated the serial number plate for us because the one we had was completely faded. So
Wow.
they recreated it using period techniques. And yeah, they've been wonderful. And they're going to have a booth at RetroCon as well.
Dwayne says, Joe, good time for the scanner hat.
Dwayne makes these scanner hats with the kit scanner right across the top, and I have one, and this is the second time today he's told me that I didn't wear it, so I need to get it out and wear it. Yes.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, what will be the future of the
Yeah.
trailer? Okay, let's see. LOL. Exciting. I donated to the trailer project. You were doing great. Okay, maybe these
Yes,
are
thank you,
duplicates.
Video Bob. Appreciate that.
Some of these are duplicates. Jay Orberg kept trying to sell me those SPM molds for years. Not sure where they ended up. Daryl Boggs, Lucky. Here's the Knight Rider Historians YouTube link. It's in the... Go find it. Don't talk bad about Knight Rider, Jay Ryan. I'm not. I love Knight Rider. So when I say I hate it, I watched it till the very end and over and over and over. I assure you, I was very upset when it ended. But
And
it was
Knight
just
Rider
one of those, the
2000.
authenticity of the one man can make a difference. Season 4, that was becoming a different... It was just becoming a... You know, the hair. Michael Knight was becoming a little too 90s cool for... Did he have a perm at one point? There was different things happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It was not the
yeah,
same
I'll-
show tonally that it started as. It was a little darker in the beginning, and I aligned with that.
I
But
agree.
I
He
love
didn't have a
totally
Tom
agree.
Selleck mustache because he didn't need a Tom Selleck mustache.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Chris Copley says Cascade tonight at X Games. Oh, nice. That's a, I guess, happening moment here. Joe, I wish you had sold me your Knight Rider 4000 car. I didn't know you back then. Could have done it right. I have a few parts from it. I can
Yes,
send you.
I would have been honored to have it in the collection, but it's in good hands now. It's been fully restored, so
He says he's got a few parts he can send you. Send them along.
yeah, send them along.
Let's see. Oh, it's glitching. It's better. Mailmen are
Glitching
hot. All right, we are caught up. Woo! Oh, Mike, take it away.
Oh, I got nothing. No,
So-
I do.
Oh.
Okay. No, you go.
Well, no, just that I'm really excited to. It's tough because there's so much we can't actually say, but like we started a project a few months ago, Joe and I, multiple projects actually, as it turns out, and I was like really. I don't know. I cannonball right in the pool because I hadn't done that type of thing in a long time. The Indiana Jones, let's go hunt for these old artifacts kind of thing, and I used to be pretty good at it. And so I think it kind of reignited that spark for me about all of this stuff. And so it's been fun between all the Astoria people, all our Goonies people, and this, and obviously all our YouTube people. I feel like you're all helping me. Back to me again. I feel like you're all helping me find the new me, which is actually like just a new version of the old me. In my mind, I'm still, half of a duo, and I feel like all of this stuff is helping round me out to be complete. So I guess, Joe, I just wanted to say thank you so much, and how much the nerd in me, the guy who grew up loving the show, is totally stoked about doing this stuff with you. But the adult me who's putting himself back together after
Yeah, you've been
falling
through a lot.
apart completely, no,
Right.
it's really good for that guy too, and I'm just very
Good.
grateful.
I'm glad to hear
Very
that.
grateful.
Yeah. You're a special guy, Jay, and I'm blessed to have you in my life.
And out of
That's
nowhere,
how I
which is
feel.
the coolest. The
Let
coolest
me
thing
get the
too is it's
tissues
of
out.
nowhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's very sweet. It's very sweet. It's cool though how this, like, Jay showed up in your life out of nowhere, and it's like the perfect. I don't know what you'd call it. The perfect. Is it an aperitif? No. What's the thing that you have in the middle of the meal?
The palate cleanser. I went to his. I showed up like Michael Landon in Highway to Heaven. I'm just driving through town. You know.
I love that reference. That reference is fantastic.
Well, it is funny because I told you this, Jay. Like, we have, at least I have circled around you for like 15 years. You know, I found emails and posts that I made back in like 2005 saying, hey, I need to talk to Jay Ryan because of these photos he posted or whatever. And it took 10 more years. So I've known of you forever. It's just recently that. Yeah.
It's so crazy when we were hanging out that week in LA and going through like we're both looking at old photos and old emails and tracking back like how far does these misconnections go?
Yes.
And it was so I thought it was the Time Machine restoration of the A car, which would have been like 2011, something like that, or 12 maybe.
Yeah.
But you're saying it goes back to when I posted those photos of Universal Studios, which would have been when I was at David E. Kelly because of the people I was with, which is like 04, 05 at the latest.
Yeah, 20 years. 20
That's
years.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
And it's funny because one day I found his YouTube channel and I was like, oh, this is interesting stuff. I'm so into this. And then I see like old photos that I took showing up in his videos. Yeah, it's weird, the misconnections.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, I'm glad we finally connected. So
man, everything happens for a reason.
That's for sure.
Happened at the right time.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Daryl Boggs, Chris Copley, I'll be there. Okay. I want to buy a hat. Whitney wants to buy one of those scanner hats. Where do we go to buy a scanner hat?
Dwayne D-Man Martin will hook you up. He makes them. They're amazing.
Right. Dwayne, who's in the chat here somewhere, he makes them. They're amazing.
Yeah.
And he's also on Facebook. John Walk, good luck out there tonight. Have fun.
Is he a comic?
What's that?
Is John a comic?
I don't know.
Okay. He said he's got a performance tonight, and they're saying good luck. I'm just curious if he's a comic or.
I don't know.
Oh, you're right. I'll be performing at a charity event tonight. I don't know.
Good luck, buddy.
This is impossible. My eyesight is so shit that I can't. You know what I mean? Like, enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just super excited for everything coming up for you, Joe. This truck thing is like, I don't know if you realize like what an accomplishment it is. I feel like it's going to be 2-3 months after you're done and you've done RetroCon and you're home and you're just living your life with your family, and then it's going to dawn on you like what the frig you did, you and a bunch of other people.
Yeah, it is an interesting. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I guess because I've lived with it here for so long, it's been in my life. So just to be done with it and step back, yeah, that'll be a weird. I might be in mourning a little bit. For the project
postpartum.
Yeah, a little postpartum, but you know, I'm not going to be hurting for things to do. I've got a whole long list of projects, but yeah, it's been very special, and sometimes I just can't believe how much time I've spent and how much work has gone into this thing. But thankfully, the semi hopefully will never be lost again. So that was kind of my goal.
Well, that's what I was going to say, and it's not without result or not without you put a lot into it, but there's something to show for it.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a huge result that, like you said, hopefully will last a long, long, long time.
Yeah.
May I ask another question?
Absolutely.
You, sir, in the pink.
Will there ever be a time? Would it ever be possible that a restored kit could drive onto the moving trailer of a restored semi-truck?
Moving?
Not one of the originals. Nope. Actually, we've talked about that. So Jack Gill, the stunt coordinator for the show, I've talked to him a number of times over the years, and he always told the story about pulling into the semi. And he always said, more times than not, when I pulled in, I would knock a mirror off the side because you only have a couple inches on each side. And the problem is, so back then, it was a prop car and a prop semi, and they didn't care if they dented it or ripped it. I do care. I'm not ripping a mirror off an original car, and I'm not damaging the panels that I just restored for the back of the semi. So the answer is, I don't think we'll ever see a car going into the semi in motion. I could see a car backing out at motion, but it will not be an original. I will be pulling an original into the semi whenever it's not moving. So there you go.
Yes.
I dig it. No,
Well
it's
answered.
Cool. You got boundaries and protocol. That's beautiful.
I've been asked that question quite a bit, so I've had a lot of time to think about that. But it's moved beyond just props, and now they're historical artifacts. So I try and treat them like that. Yeah.
Dave, do you feel like joining us? I see you sitting there.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Hi, buddy.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very well. You're very clear, and you're crystal clear image-wise. This is Dave Knight, everybody, from the Oregon Film Museum. First person you meet when you go to the Fratelli jail breakout scene. We got Mike, who you might know from the Letterman podcast, and Joe from Knight Rider Historians.
Hi.
Yes,
love.
I do.
Good to see you.
I am following Joe, definitely. I think I'm following both you guys.
Oh, nice. Thank you. That's awesome.
We'll take it. Thank you so much.
Sorry for my absence. I've been trying to get this to work. I've been trying to get this to work. Nothing wants to work for me today. So if I have an echo, my bad. I'm just using my phone without earbuds right now.
You look and sound great.
That's great. Okay.
And it's great to see you.
Awesome. Hey, it's great to see you too, Jay. Thanks for having me. I've been listening to your conversation on and off. There was a lot of Knight Rider stuff, of course, which I can definitely relate to. I was 10 years old when that show came out. So it was one of my it was the favorite show for quite some time.
Awesome. Yeah. That's awesome.
And
what about Letterman? Did Letterman do anything for you?
Oh, I was a big Letterman fan too. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I had a buddy of mine would always say that I reminded him of Letterman. I'm not sure where that came from.
You have a dry acerbic wit.
Maybe that's it. that could be it. But I do have a Hoff story. I know you were talking about Hoff earlier. I know I'm a little late to the game, but I worked for the Miami Beach, the Lowe's Miami Beach Hotel for a number of years in the mid 2000s, and Hoff was a visitor. He stayed at the hotel. I think it was during New Year's of 2008 or 9.
Whoa.
I'm not sure exactly when. But I was security, overnight security, and I was making my round out by the pool and the jacuzzis, and I came across a group of 4 people and just went over to say hi and let them know that we were there. And turns out one of them was David Hasselhoff, and took me by complete surprise. I was like, oh, okay, hello, sir. Yeah, nice to meet you. And I, we're not supposed to talk to the celebrities when they stay at the hotel, but I just said, whatever. I got to tell him this. What I told him was, is that my name is Knight. My last name is Knight, Knight, just like the show. And I got teased a lot as a kid in school. Kids were constantly like, "Where's Kid? Where's your watch? Are you going to call Kid?" But I told him, I'm like, "Hey, you're not going to believe this, man." But I showed him my license. I was like, "Check this out. That's my last name," and he thought it was really cool. And we had a little, just a little moment. We just talked for a little bit. I didn't want to totally fanboy out on him. I let him get back to this business, but it was nice to meet him. That's the only time I've ever come in contact with him.
That's
So
awesome.
good.
That's a really cool story.
That's great.
Yeah.
And that he was receptive and cool about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a great guy.
I've actually always heard that about him, Joe. You probably have more experience, but I've always heard that he's very receptive to fans. He's good with fan service, that kind of thing.
Yes, he is. I've only met him once in New York City, but that was my impression as well. So it's good.
I feel like you do that. I mean, he was on a couple successful series, right? Because Baywatch was freaking huge too.
Oh yeah.
And then he had his international singing career. Like, I feel like at some point when you must learn the lessons, right? That you can't shit on your your people. They're
Right.
they're the ones putting you there.
Yeah. 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 It was kind of on my bucket list. Like I wanted to meet him at least once, and I did. But to me, it was always about the car. So, and I have his car. So it's like just meeting him was nice, but checking the box. But yeah.
That's a funny one. I was always that way with the Back to the Future and the Ghostbusters too, which is why I think
Yeah.
they never minded placing me working with the actual people, because they were like, well, he doesn't care, they're fine.
Right.
It was always more like you, don't touch the car, don't break the car.
Right.
Are we unique, or do you think that's a lot of people in the film car world? Like, we attached to something. Was it the show, or for us particularly, it was certainly the car?
Yeah. Yeah. You might be onto something. I don't know. I've never really run into other people who have felt that way, but yeah. To me, it was always just the car. I don't know.
Any of my Back to the Future fans then and still to this day are so about, it's the Michael J. Fox and the Christopher Lloyd, the Christopher Columbus. It's all about the whole thing and the filming locations and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's just, for me, it was the car.
Yeah.
For me, it was the time machine.
I can totally relate. Totally.
Huh. Wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I got a jet for tonight.
I was gonna excuse you. I wanted to thank you so much. I know how busy you guys are, and please thank AJ too, because I know he's working while you're doing this.
I will definitely thank him. Thank you for inviting me. I'd love to do this again when I have a little bit more time, because
for sure.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. But,
casual hang, this Friday thing. I don't know. It's an experiment. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep me in the loop. I might join again.
Please
Genuine
do.
pleasure,
Love you,
man.
buddy. See you soon.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you on Sunday.
Nice to meet you guys.
Thanks for hanging, Joe. Good luck
yeah.
with the semi. Everything looks fantastic, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
All
You're
right,
welcome.
See you guys.
Good luck with the semi.
Good luck with the semi. I mean, yeah.
Let's see. Now, there was Kyle Watts. I told him that I would bring him in at some point. Oh, there's you. Let's try again. I'm sorry. I didn't see your text till now, buddy.
That's all right, man. Don't worry about it.
So you guys feel free to talk amongst yourself. You got a British Columbia Letterman fan, and then you got an Oregonian Goonie fan.
Yeah, it's Mike, right?
It's Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see your appearance when you were on. I believe it was it late night playset and a Blockbuster year, or was it just one of those?
I've been on both.
Then I saw both. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, my wife at the time and I were guests on the play set, and then recently we did the Blockbuster year talking about the movie Brazil, which was a delight.
That's one that I have on my queue right now. I wasn't able to watch it live, but I will get around to it. Cool movie. Good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay?
Brandon and I weren't sure about that one. But it was good. It was so great to have someone who was so passionate about it, because otherwise we might have skipped it entirely. Like, Brandon and I both had always tried to get into it and never really could. And then Mike is like Mr. Enthusiasm. So, like, if anybody's going to sway you, it'll be him. And, yeah. I don't remember where we all landed on that one.
That still didn't even work. So
uneven. We appreciated it. We appreciated it.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
You have to be able to at least appreciate the visuals in that movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the concepts. Concepts are great.
Yeah.
I think Terry Gilliam, his style is one that some people find not quite off-putting, but certainly it's a narrow road, I think, with his stuff. But it's a road I love traveling. I love 12 Monkeys. I love like Fear and Loathing. Oh my God. Like, that's like probably my top 5 of all time. Like, so I don't know. I think I just like his vibe.
Fear and Loathing, I find hard to watch. I've never been able to make it through that one.
Mm-hmm.
He's Hunter S. Thompson, that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Lebowski?
You know, I'm one of those people. I've seen it maybe once or twice. I'm not in that group. I know a lot of people. A lot of my friends are super into it, and maybe I just saw it too late, or maybe my brain works on a different level. I don't know, but I wish I could be part of that club. I'm just not, and I can't pretend to be. You can't pretend to be. You really have to know your stuff to be a part of that, and that's fine.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
I love, I don't know, probably about 75% of the Coen Brothers movies. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a huge, but yeah, like Lebowski, we saw it in the theater. We got it right away. And it would play every 6 weeks as a midnight show. We'd go see it every time. Then we'd go to Denny's and talk about it for 2 hours because none of us had it on video yet at that point. So, like, it was just a different. Yeah, I just it hit me kind of the exact opposite of you. It hit me right between the eyes at the right time, and we just, everything about that movie. I love that movie.
And Jay?
Lebowski?
Yeah.
Caught it late in life. Big fan now. Didn't get it the first time. The more views, the more I liked it. Usual story, honestly, with that one. Still really enjoy it. I don't know that I can call it a good movie still to this day, but I enjoy the hell out of it. Like, it's a really fun, weird ride.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if we're better for it. Are we better as people having seen it? Like, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Like, did anybody really grow? We lost Donnie. That was a bummer. I feel like the cowboy in the thing. Like, I didn't like seeing Donnie go, And then that whole thing, we never really explained the stranger, the traveler, whatever his name is. I don't know. But I enjoy the hell out of it. I'll put it on anytime, and I'll watch it anytime.
I think.
Is it a good movie? I don't know. I don't know if it's a good movie.
So like the generation that we all came from, the DVD, Laserdisc, Blu-ray, whatever commentary track was something that a lot of us loved. I was that guy.
Oh,
and I can remember a story that I think it was Ethan Cohen was saying on one of the commentary tracks where Sam Elliott was there. And he was sitting at the bar set, and he pulled Joel aside, or Ethan, one of them, pulled him aside, and he said, "Hey boys, I really appreciate being here, but what the hell is this movie about?" It is Sam Elliott way.
That's perfect.
That makes me laugh.
That's perfect. I wish that was on mic so that we could have that soundbite.
Right?
You asked, John Walsh is a strongman performer.
Oh, well, there you go.
And Dwayne says he knows the feeling. 52 started wearing readers about 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm in my 40s still, and I started a few years ago. Well, at least a year ago. Oops, autocorrect. I can't see these at all. Hi, Jay. Dave's ready to go. Heather is so supportive. Sorry, Heather. Just getting to this. Stephanie O'Pete. Hey, guys. Pierre Chef. John Walsh. Oh, okay. Strongman performer. Yep, got it.
Go get some.
I offer my kit to do it. Hey-o. To drive out of the thing, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dave, says Irie. Dave, I'm assuming you know all these people personally, too, right?
Is that directed at me?
Yeah, Whitney and Irie, like, you know these people, right?
Yes, I know them, yes.
Beach Bum Laser Design says, what up, Dave?
Yeah, that's Steve Barr. Steve Barr at Beach Bum Laser Design. Hey, Steve.
Hi, Dave. Everyone's saying hi to Dave. Tracy Yerman says
Tracy.
hi.
Hi,
Dwayne
everybody.
says hello. Dave filmed him eating the burger. We're not doing that. He would call it security, but you were the security, so I don't get it. I met Hasselhoff last year at South Texas Comic-Con. Hoff was a soap opera star, too. For me, it was all about the cars. Yep, me too.
I love Michael Knight.
Just to go make a secret call to his agent on his shoe. I don't get that one. But I get smart. I get smart. Hey, you guys, you need to do this once a month. Jay, Ryan, and Brandon, you're going to visit next year. Yes. We've been doing it once a week currently, but yeah, thanks. And we will be visiting.
No, he's saying we're doing it too much. We need to slow down. Way too much.
Oh, that's right. This is overexposure. Sorry, Robert Boyd.
That's right. We're doing it too much.
What is your favorite movie filmed in Astoria? Well, that's a good one for all of you guys.
Hey, here's another. I could have mentioned this when Joe was here. I just remembered another part of that story that I told Hoff. The fact that my name was almost Michael Knight it was this close to being Michael. My mother, that was her original choice for my name, but she had a best friend who was also pregnant at the time, who was also going to name her son Michael, and they didn't want to have that confusion at the
Of
playground or
course.
whatever. So
So
my
you
mother
became
went with
David
number
Knight.
2. Yeah, Dave. It became David.
Which is
I
weird
was
because
that close
that's
to being-
Michael Knight's real name. Very strange.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I know. That's crazy too, right? Yeah,
Weird.
that's my life.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, I guess that's, yeah. It's not as weird as if you were somehow Hasselhoff. I guess that would be more weirder.
Yeah.
More weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you see what is your favorite movie filmed in Astoria, you guys? We can go around the table.
Oh,
Oh, is that Kyle too? Look, is Kyle, are you here too?
Yep.
Oh, let's drop everybody in here. Kyle Watts /
Jay.
Walton / not Watson. He's not Watson. No Watson.
Well, Kyle Watts is the nickname. Real name is Kyle Walton, but I've been going by Kyle Watts for a long time.
Nice. But Kyle, well, first of all, you do cosplay too, but you make videos, you're a YouTube creator, and I've been watching some stuff since meeting you in Astoria, and it's really fun. And then your girlfriend, wife, I don't know, your partner?
Wife, yeah. Yep.
Your wife. Andrea?
Yep.
Andrea, awesome.
Dr. Jones.
Is she?
Doctor.
She's a doctor?
Yep.
Right on.
She's
What
a-
kind?
Veterinarian, but
Oh,
she's still
right on.
Dr. Jones, so yeah.
Well,
I
thanks
told
for
her
joining in, man.
She probably decided to be a doctor just for the joke of, no time to love Dr. Jones.
Venice.
yeah.
Sorry, it's a different movie, I know. So let's see. Kyle, you probably know Dave already, and then Mike Chisholm is a British Columbia host of the Letterman podcast and good
Nice
friend
to
of
see you,
ours.
man.
Hey, too.
And then what's your YouTube channel, Kyle, so people can go check that out too?
Well, I have Kyle Watts, which is my video film review kind of channel. That's my main channel, and then I have Watts Next Adventures, which is my new channel that I just started. That's more.
What's next? I get it. What's
Yeah.
next?
Yep.
What's next?
Well, I mentioned to Justin a couple years ago when I first met him, saying I go to all these cool places to do camera reviews, but I was like, I wish I could film other stuff. And he was like, well, why don't you? So eventually
go.
started the second channel. Yeah.
Right on.
So he actually inspired you, that conversation, to do it?
Yeah, I mean, it's something we had a travel channel back pre-COVID, but COVID kind of screwed that. And then mixed with vet school and stuff for my wife, kind of stopped that as well. So
Just makes me happy that he's paying it forward and inspires you the way like Adam inspired him. And it's just nice to see this little circle of goodness continuing after our friend passed away 6 months ago, literally 6 months ago, like the other day. You knew Adam
Hey,
as
Kyle.
well, Kyle?
we met him at the Poly back on. I mean, technically, it would have been on I think it was December 22nd of 23.
Well,
It was like the day. It was like I think he closed on his house that day, and then he went to go to get some chili at Captain Cook's.
wow. The
So-
Celebration House.
Yep. Yeah, we were filming out. I was doing a lens review at Disney Springs just because why not? It's fun. And we met. My wife was doing something else that day because my friend lives in Florida, and we just ran in the Poly, and I saw him walk in. I was like, Adam, the who? Of course, he comes up and has to hang out and talk for a while. So
That sounds like him.
that was fun. Yeah.
Was he encouraging and supportive?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about
Yeah, I
right.
told him, I have a gear review channel, and he's like, "Oh, I probably watched your stuff because you don't see that side of people, but everyone's looking to what camera to buy next and all that stuff." So
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's usually the question. What's the latest Osmo that I need to
Yeah.
get? Although
Yeah.
I saw this new Luna 360 whatever the other day, and that's apparently the new thing. No good.
no. Well, the DJI products are going to be unavailable, but there's a new startup company from Rhode Island, which just so happens to have a lot of the same people from DJI
Sure.
and marketing,
Yeah.
and their stuff will be available in the U.S. and it's like the exact product. So.
If they can do that, I like that detachable. Follow me around.
I don't. I kind of don't like it because for me, it's a thing to lose. Or if you drop it, it's gonna fall off, and who knows? The DJI Pocket Pro, which is the Muse 2 Pro, will be out, and they'll have like a little remote you can use with it.
Oh, so same
Oh,
result.
yeah. You
Okay,
can still
as
use
long
your
as
phone
it's that
too,
whole
so,
the idea
yeah.
that it's a transmitter, so then it can follow you. Like
Yeah.
I watched the
We
Casey
just-
Neistat video,
we
so
just-
it's
we
watching
just-
him go all over
just
Manhattan. It
need-
looks like somebody was
Yeah.
droning him, and it was just he had it up on his air conditioner above his office, and it was watching him all over the. And the zoom is like insane. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's 50 times zoom. or
That's
something.
the downside of these things is the zoom sucks, and the DJI one actually I think is a little better, but it's one of those things where it's coming out in like a month or something. So I got to
we
go
are
to an
talking about
event.
We
I
made
gotta go
fun
to an
about
event
how
in
we always end
July.
up talking about it, and now we are talking about it. So very funny.
Well, I'm going to an event in July 8th, I think. That's to test the new one. So out in California.
For not DJI, the new Rhode Island company, right? got it.
Exactly. Yeah.
RI, it'll be something RI, right? DRI,
It's Extra is the brand.
extra. Okay.
Like XTRA.
What do you guys think about the crossover theory from Donnie with Donnie from Lebowski? I don't know if I've heard this one. I've heard the one that Donnie might not be real. The one that Donnie may actually be who is it? He's somebody's like conscience or whatever, either Walter or the dudes. And I kind of like.
I've just heard the one where his characters from several movies are the same character. But
And is
he has to change
Buscemi?
his name for whatever.
I can't think of any time he's ever played a role that's even similar. He's always like all over. He's always Buscemi and a little weird, but this versus
Mr. Pink
Crazy
is my
Eyes from
favorite.
Mr. Deeds, like it's. Robert Boyd, that's a
the
hard
theory
question.
that the theory that says that Donnie, played by Steve Buscemi, is actually a hallucination or imagined Vietnam era friend created by Walter, possibly
That's
connected
it.
to Walter's PTSD.
That's it. He's in Walter's head because of Nam. That's it. He's a friend who died in Nam, Donnie. I love that.
Walter is the character who interacts with Donnie the most directly. The dude rarely acknowledges Donnie. Donnie often seems oddly detached from the action. Bowling teams appear to consist of two players, which would make Walter and the dude the actual team.
Yep. I love everything about this except one of my favorite lines from the movie, most quotable, is, of course, phone's ringing, dude. Thank you, Donnie. So dude does acknowledge him in that moment. Okay.
I
Well,
think-
so
I
much
think
for
he
that.
does, yeah.
It's a good idea.
This
whoever
almost
floated it.
sounds like the Scrubs janitor theory,
Oh, tell me that one.
where
Is he the
the
husband from the
original
other show?
the original season, he only ever interacts with Zach Braff. So the whole idea was that like he might not be real; he might be a figment of his imagination.
Like Snuffleupagus?
And then they kind of screwed with that idea in season 2, and eventually someone else interacted with him, which kind of screwed the whole thing. But
That's cool.
that
I
was-
didn't know that they were doing
yeah.
that. I like that. The theory claim. Oh, I see. That's somebody's saying it.
Yeah, this is the one I'm talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
The theory
yeah,
claims
yeah,
that
yeah,
Garland
yeah.
Green, the terrifying serial killer played by Steve Buscemi in Con Air, oh, whoa, I love that
Yeah.
movie, is the same as Donnie from Big Lebowski. That's interesting, because that guy ends up not killing the girl at the end, right? The girl ends up
Yeah,
being
they're
fine.
playing
We think he
dolls or
killed the girl,
something.
but he didn't. She's waving at
better.
him.
I always wonder if that scene, the little tag scene with the waving, was a result of studio notes.
Can't kill the girl. Show the girl alive.
Yeah.
They went back to that swimming pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta agree with that. Yeah, it's a pretty brutal movie all over, except for that one thing where it just flips and the girl lives. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of murder, threats of rape.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got all of the worst of the worst of the worst on one plane was the premise of the movie, right? Like you've got all these
Is Malkovich
Alcatraz
Cyrus the
type-
virus in that movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, Cyrus
it's
the virus.
Malkovich, yeah.
Yeah.
And then MC Gainey is one of the guys too. You're like, you pull over. Yeah, sure. How about this?
Yeah. Swamp Thing. That was his character name.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, I love
for me, Nicole
you
would
got-
laugh every single time because he shows up in everything, right? He's just one of those guys who's just constantly working. But every time I'm lost, sorry, Jack, we're gonna have to take the boy. Poor Michael, always looking for his boy. They're gonna take my son, my boy. I'm looking for my boy. No Lost fans.
I'm blown away by this. I'm so.
It's
because
for my.
it made
That's
me think
all of that was for my dead wife, who I can hear laughing in my own head. I'm
It
I'm
made
insane.
me think of
Straight
Kimmel
up
did
insane.
unnecessary censors with Lost, and I just remember one of them being John Locke coming up over Michael and just saying, "I just blanked your dog," and they did the unnecessary censor over. Anyway, it was a fantastic bit. You just brought back so many memories talking about that. My boy, Walt. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a moment.
Michael
in time,
Perinow
wasn't it?
from was it the Oz? Was it Oz where he was in the wheelchair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was also in the Matrix.
Oh, I forgot about the Matrix. Yeah, that first Matrix is amazing, but man, I can't watch the rest of them. Justin inspired our channel too. Nice. Oh, Stephanie, what's your channel? I gotta watch your channel too. Learning all these new YouTube channels. Good save, Whitney. Great tribute to Adam. Oh. Yeah,
By
I
the
mean,
way,
you know,
my
the truth is we
favorite-
screwed that up. I screwed that up. I got distracted. So Robbie Retro said something. I got distracted. I was supposed to dedicate the weekend to Adam the Woo. That's why Faith was there. That's why Ryan was there. That's why I had Justin come up on stage. And then something happened and I forgot to do it. So I think I just said, like, thanks for letting us talk about our friend Adam the Woo. But it was still nice. So Robert Boyd wanted to know all of our favorite Astoria movies. There's only a few to choose from. Go ahead, Mike.
Overboard.
It was filmed in Astoria?
Yes, sir.
No shit.
No. I wish it was. A lot of people come in thinking that it was filmed in Oregon, but it wasn't. It takes place in Oregon. I believe it was filmed. I don't know exactly where, but it was definitely in California. I've looked this up before just to see what these people were talking about.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
There
I
might be
totally
some incorrect
forgot.
information out there about it being actually filmed in Oregon, but it was not, unfortunately.
Oh, bummer.
Wah, wah.
Unless I'm wrong, that could be.
Well, so maybe this will be a new treasure hunt. We have to find out if
There you
any
go.
frames of Overboard were actually shot in Astoria. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I love that
It'd be cool
movie.
if they
I'm
were.
glad we get to
Nicole
talk about
loved
it
that
anyway.
movie too,
Yeah.
the original. How about you, Kyle?
I mean, Goonies and Short Circuit to me are, A and B. It just grew up in the 80s, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, Goonies first.
probably Goonies first just because it was a bigger movie. But I mean, Short Circuit has been my whole life. So
Yeah.
I love building stuff and tinkering and robots. And
Right
so,
on.
yeah, it was an awesome experience being able to go to the house and see it again and stuff. So,
And have Johnny Five there and Steve and
Yeah.
Abby. Like, it was crazy. Yeah.
surreal. Yeah. And I love the idea when they did the whole like Bozos, look behind you, and you're so busy looking at this little robot, you don't realize they're sneaking out the real one out the front.
Yeah, that was good
And
showmanship.
then, and then everyone looks forward. You're like, oh my gosh, there's a real Johnny right there. So
A little
I
bit
know
of
my wife
misdirection.
was, yeah, when because I was dressed as Frankie at first, and it tried attacking me at the
Funny.
armory,
Funny.
and then it went up to Andrea and it said, beautiful Stephanie, and she was just kind of like tearing away a little bit after it turned around and went away. So it's just you see it as it's so lifelike that you see it as the character.
Yeah, I agree.
So-
Especially that first one. I know these things are machines, so it comes down to the puppeteering, and who's able to capture that. It's like what makes a Muppet versus just a puppet, right? It's about how they personify the thing, and then something about that. They were both amazing technologically, but something about the puppeteering of the first one. I don't know if it was the program. Whoopsie daisy. Sorry if we lost you, Dave. I don't know exactly what it was, why it was so good, but I was mesmerized by it. I thought it was awesome.
Well, half of it was a puppeteered for the movie for movements and stuff.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, all the shots you see that's like waist up and it's moving the hands a lot. That's all puppetry. All the guys are on the ground with cables and wires and TV monitors and. But when you saw the full size thing, it's usually the robot itself. Inside of Rich's house, though, there was a cool thing on his wall up in the room with his like toy collection and stuff. What was it? Eric Allard wrote him a letter about how they did the dance scene,
Okay.
and they put it on like a big hydraulic hoverboard, air bearings and stuff. And sorry.
Mike,
I'm back. I need hey, can you bring me that other one, please?
I'm sorry, Dave.
Hey, I'm back. If you can hear me.
We can hear you, Dave. I'm sorry. We're all laughing too hard. Don Giller's here, too, all the way from New York. We've got all the time zones represented here. This is good stuff. I'm sorry, Dave. Please continue, Dave. I'm listening.
No. Who's here?
It was. Well, Don Giller's here as well, but I think it was actually Kyle was talking, but we lost you, Dave. But anyway, we're back.
Yeah. Well, he had a thing where they talked about how they did the dance scene on a big carousel, basically on air bearings, and it spun around while they filmed, and so they did a lot of movie magic. I think the robot now you could put in that movie and be almost all robotic, but back then I think the tech wasn't quite there.
Right. Yeah, I can't even imagine. The funny thing is the tech might be better now, but I don't want to see that movie. I like all of the old tech, the low tech, the physical. Yep. What now looks almost like steampunk. It felt like the future at the time, you know?
Mm-hmm. I like that Ed 209 is stop motion.
It still looks good.
Yeah, it does.
We were just having a conversation the other day about Spaceballs 2.
Yeah.
And I want that movie to look exactly the same VFX they did in the 80s. I don't want modern Star Wars.
But we're going to be wrong,
really
right?
Bad overlays of, I hope not. It needs to have that cheesy element a little bit of because even then it didn't match what Star Wars looked like.
Yeah.
It was a cheesier version. It needs to look like that still.
I agree. It was SCTV to Saturday Night Live, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I feel that I've seen pictures from the sets when they were shooting, and it's not even sets, it's more like those virtual sound stages and stuff. And it just kind of bummed me out just watching them all work in that environment. I was like, ooh, I hope it's good. I want it to be good so bad. I'm happy that it's happening regardless, kind of like, Afterlife or whatever. I'm happy it's
also, he's turning 100, I think, tomorrow, right? Mel Brooks?
Sunday. Yeah. Everyone's doing the birthdays wishes now, but Sunday.
Yeah.
100 years old. Freaking amazing.
Still doing it.
A guy who made a 2,000-year-old man famous, right? Lives to be 100.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Shoot, there's a lot here. Let's see. Love our DJI.
I think we should talk to Dan Gilmar some more.
Walter, you are entering a world of pain. Exactly. Love our lost. Ooh, these are old from before. Wandering around. Robert Boyd, I like the Goonies, Short Circuit, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Is that right, or the third one was shot there?
The third one.
There you go. I really like the Mortuary Collection.
That's a good one too.
I don't know that one. The Ring 2 kind of freaked me out. Watching the deers go crazy. Plural of deer, I think, is just deer. I recently watched an indie horror film that was filmed here too called CTHULHU.
Cthulhu.
Thank you.
Yeah, Cthulhu. I'll be right back.
Okay. Overboard Part was filmed in Newport, Oregon. Point Break, Cannon Beach was a love too.
Thank you for ever looking that up for the Overboard thing.
Overboard took place in Tillamook.
Newport, Oregon. All right, I'm going to have to look into this.
Me too.
Yeah, how close is Newport to Astoria? I'm curious.
Iris says Short Circuit was always a big one for her. Always been a sucker for robots and always desired input. Iris, excuse me. I know you meant information. She means knowledge. Keith Redmond is watching. Seeing Johnny Five on the deck was so cool. It really, really was.
Yeah.
I said my favorite part was seeing the Johnny Five track marks on the plywood going up to the deck.
Oh, yeah, you brought that up the other day. That makes it real, right?
Yeah, it's just like we got there on Thursday technically, but we went in there Friday and no one was there, and I just saw the plywood and you saw the tracks going up, and you're like, this means more to me than people know.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was amazed that those things did everything, that they really did driving through the grass and the gravel, and like, I'm sure those guys have a lot of maintenance to do on them, but I was amazed at what they were actually capable of. This is my first time seeing one in person, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, same here.
Now that I'm older, getting to hear everyone's stories of how everything works and comes together truly inspires me. Oh man, I agree, Irene. When you're younger, we can't understand all that. We can't grasp the concepts. It's funny. My friend and I say all the time, like, I wish somebody told me about whatever the heck you learn, later in life. And then you realize back that you think about it and you're like, oh, they told me. Everybody told me. My grandparents told me. Strangers told me. Like, people who love me told me. Like, you can't hear anything until you're ready to hear it, You think about how many things your grandparents told you that are just like old adages, sayings from their generation. And you just thought they were words about whatever. You are what you eat. Pick one, right? And then you get to a certain age where you're like, Graham knew she had it all figured out. just be the golden rule, things like that. That's what's important in life, Maybe it's just me. That'll be the Mr. Rogers portion of the evening. Excited. Lived there but didn't look it up. We should do a tribute to all the Oregon Coast movies, Dave. Well, I think there's a whole museum being built for just that purpose.
Absolutely.
Dave, you want to tell us anything about the museum for anybody just tuning in, maybe doesn't know what your purpose is there and what you're doing? The goal?
What I'm doing there?
Sorry, well, what the goal of the museum is and anything you want to share. I want to plug the museum. I like supporting.
Well, we definitely have a lot of big plans for the future. Oregon Film Museum 2.0 is going to be erected across the street from the current Oregon Film Museum. That will happen hopefully sometime in the next year. We will officially break ground on that, and it's about an 18-month project. Once we have our new museum, we'll be able to celebrate many more movies than we are currently. And currently, it really is. You walk in and it's like 90% Goonies right now, and we're aware of that. We only have so much floor space, and it is.
Something, but I'm here.
No, go ahead, man. It's cool.
Is the museum going to be more Oregon in general?
Yes, absolutely. Like we would try and celebrate as many movies filmed in Oregon as possible. Absolutely, yes.
Sorry, Oregon. I'm terrible at saying that word.
Yeah. However you want to pronounce it, I understand.
I got a lot of crap in a couple of my videos about how I pronounce cities, and I challenge anyone to name Minnesota cities because everyone would get half of these wrong too. So it's always a funny thing to say. So no, that's cool. I was talking to Rich earlier about it on the phone today about the museum, and
all right.
But we gave the Stephanie costume.
Yeah.
For him, and he's going to put it in the house, I think, for the time being.
Oh, wow.
The idea is maybe it'll make its way as a crafted replica at some point in the museum. But
that's really cool. We would love to have that. You guys killed it. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that Stephanie one took like months to source the right materials and the look, and we had to make the necklace. We had to make the whole apron, which I got the proportions a little off, but we found the right earrings, which were vintage earrings, and so that one was it took us some time to come up with. But I was like, I'm probably not going to use it again because it's not like a costume you just wear to Halloween.
Right.
And I was like, it'll be way cooler sitting in the Airbnb at Rich's house, or even the film museum if it makes its way there. So
yeah, we can share it. Yeah, that'd be
and
awesome.
If, one of the if we have a short circuit weekend again, maybe I'll just borrow it back or something. But
yeah. Dave, while you were trying to connect earlier, Mike was here right at 5, and the first question I recall him asking me, speaking of Astoria, was, how did it go with the jacket? He knew that I was donating the Astoria Sheriff's jacket to the museum, and I explained, I go, well, I brought it up there, and I brought it home. We never actually got to give it to anybody. So, but next year.
Yeah, next time.
There's not a place for it yet anyway, so...
There's not a place.
A real rush.
No, exactly. That's a great jacket, though, man.
I do remember seeing that in your video last year too. That's a sweet jacket.
Yeah, it worked out pretty cool. And then the idea is that there's no reason for me to have it. So sort of like you, Kyle, it's like, well, why don't we just donate it to the museum with the newspaper article and everything else? And that way it's there and it can be appreciated by all. And then if I ever want to wear it while I'm in town and I'm chilly, I'll just go over to the museum and pull it off the mannequin.
Steal
it.
I'm sure the museum would provide me with a hoodie or something if I was chilly.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't have a Goonies sheriff one, but we have about 10 years ago we made Fargo cosplays, and I built the wood chipper and everything. We had a confetti cannon in the wood chipper, so if we pushed the leg down, we could trigger the confetti cannon.
Dude,
We
you
had
are after my own heart.
The actual Brainerd police patches and everything. So
That's badass. Wow.
that's 30 years this year too. So if anyone wants to put together an event in Minnesota this year for it,
Kyle,
what am I?
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say my good friend was actually the main character's son in the movie too. If you remember Scotty,
Yeah.
So he's trying to put together a whole docu-series on going back to the scenes where they filmed the movies and then relate them to the real life crime stories.
Wow.
So he's trying to work right now with Coen Brothers to try to get access to the IP for it and stuff. So
Wow.
Growing up in Connecticut, seeing Fargo, it was a little bit of it was jarring because when I grew up, there was a famous murder in our area where a doctor killed his wife, and he got away with it for quite a while until they found teeth bits and stuff in the lake, and it turned out that he had indeed put her through the wood chipper. Richard Kraft, Richard Kraft or Robert Kraft. One of them owns the Patriots, and one of them killed his wife. I don't want to confuse the two.
But
I think it's Richard Kraft.
Patriots,
Anyway,
yeah.
Dr. Richard Kraft, and it was like in Newtown or someplace in Connecticut. And so I used to design haunted houses and hayrides when I was a kid, haunted hayrides. And one of the things that we did only a couple years after the murder and before Fargo is that we got a wood chipper for one of these scenes in the hay. You know, the tractor drives the trailer through this giant pitch black space, and then there's little scenes set up every 100 feet or whatever. And one of which was indeed a wood chipper scene, and we got these prosthetic legs that somebody had donated to the JCs did this organization. So it's like the Lions Club or like the town basically. And
I was the JC.
And we were in, so thank you, buddy. So was I. So we were in an apple orchard. So we would fill, and the ground is littered with apples. So we would fill the prosthetic legs with apples, and they would then dump the legs into the wood chipper, and then splatter the wagon with goo that wouldn't stain, non-stainable goo. And they were like, what? And then you throw the strobe light and everything else on it. It was quite the scene, man. Oh wow, that's great.
We had real police jacket. I found the thing with me with costumes, if I'm going to build a costume, I'm going to try to make it as accurate as possible. So
Yeah.
I had to find some really old vintage quilted long johns for this character. And we wore that at a Comic-Con in the middle of the summer, which was just awful.
Brutal.
Because it was heavy winter clothes. So
With that wool
inside
cap.
of it, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Mallrats is filmed in Minnesota, right?
Yep. Yeah, I just did a filming video there
What?
as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The mall from
It's
Mallrats?
none of it. Yeah, it's in Eden Prairie Mall. It's about 15 minutes from where I'm at right now, and the whole
No
mall looks
shit. It's not
different.
Paramus, New Jersey, or wherever they're supposed to be.
No, it's supposed to be New Jersey, but no, it's Eden Prairie Mall. It's the only one spot that looks the same, and that's the corner of Kohl's where the grappling hook. And get
Oh, yeah.
The floor. Otherwise, the rest of the mall has been heavily remodeled, and but then down the road is just where Brody's house was. And I think they
Wow.
actually rented that house for the production, so they could just stay there, and they just filmed stuff while they're in there.
What a strange. Is that what? I mean, are they spending the $3 million or whatever? Because Kevin Smith famously talks about how he didn't know how to make a movie for that much money, Because all of the other ones seem very local. I mean, Red Bank is Red Bank. All of those other Kevin Smith locations are the real places. This seems like a departure.
Yeah, he said he wanted to film in whatever Jersey mall it was, but they just couldn't make it happen. And at that time, Eden Prairie Mall was, you got to remember, Mall of America opened in 91. And that took away a huge amount of the business in all the malls around us.
I can't imagine.
And Southdale Mall was technically the first mall ever. And that almost went under. And so they got to film in that mall pretty cheap, and they got to put fake signs on some of the storefronts, and they filmed a lot of it at nighttime after the mall closed and stuff. So
Yeah, Kev talked about. I think he talked about this on the Blu-ray, or maybe it might have been the Laserdisc actually. Commentary. He talked about that. He said, this movie, they had to do a few things that the studio told them to do, and because they didn't know what they were doing, they just said, "Okay, fine." Minnesota was one of the things, and the other thing was they loved the EA NHL hockey game, video game, the EA Sports one.
Get in the game.
Yeah, that's the one. But for Mallrats, they made a deal with Sega to show the Sega Saturn hockey as opposed to so little things like that. So they made a few compromises because of the studio. And then Smith's next movie, which I believe was Chasing Amy, they made for like $600,000, but they had full control over everything, and they liked the indie process better. There's some Mallrats.
And I absolutely wish we'd go back to some indie filmmaking because I'm so tired of. I mean, these movies are good, but I'm so tired of these multi-million-dollar Marvel movies and stuff. So I'm really excited for like Super Troopers 3 personally.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Yeah. It looked like they're going back to the kind of raunchy National Lampoon style filming and writing, and I'm all for it.
I enjoyed the second one. I don't know what you guys thought. It was better than I expected it to be, and that one was crowdfunded. Do you know if this one was too, or if the studio paid for
this one's
one?
not? No.
Okay, good.
I've been pretty. Eric Stolhansky lived in Minneapolis. And we've known him for 15 years now, maybe.
I know
so
him
I got
too.
a lot of insight on So he's actually borrowed me some of the costumes and stuff so I could replicate them better.
Nice.
In fact, I got some of the screen use stuff that they used in the first movie, but
Nice.
I got a lot of insight on the second one. It was crowdfunded. I was trying to get in the movie as much as I possibly could, and it didn't happen. But some of the athletes in Minnesota, like what's his name, Mark from the Minnesota Wild, Mark something, I forget. A lot of these friends of his that he's made here got to be in some of the extra scenes, which would have been cool. But this one, I think they made enough money and they've made enough stuff over the years to make this movie. It's been delayed like 4 times due to COVID and writer strike and the fact that making a cop movie in the middle of sometimes where people aren't liking cops too well is pushing the movie back again. So they got to the point, I think, where they're like, we got to get this movie out because we've been sitting on it for 8 years again. So
Which movie are you talking about?
Super Troopers 3.
Yeah, but
New one.
that's not. I mean, they were just shooting it a couple months ago.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's been delayed over the last few years because.
Oh, okay.
Of
Conceptually, in the
different
studio,
reasons.
in the
So,
process,
yeah.
the making process. I see. Okay,
Yep.
gotcha. In my mind, I thought you were like they
been
shot it
stuck in
8 years ago
development
and it's
hell.
been on the shelf. I gotcha.
No.
Gotcha. My wife worked with them for a little bit when there was what was it called? BuzzFeed? I can't remember. There was some channel, I think it was BuzzFeed, but they tried to do an afternoon show called The Desk. Doesn't matter. Those guys came out and they did an episode as Thorny and they were in the outfits and as the characters, the mustaches and everything. Thorny and the other Mac. Thorny and Mac.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mac, yeah.
Yeah, no, Eric wasn't there. And I was like, tell Eric I said hello. And she's like, he wasn't there. I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, he lives in Pensacola now.
Oh, interesting.
He
I knew
moved
him.
out. Yeah.
We went to a class together in Santa Monica a long, long time ago.
Team Ramrod.
Oh, you didn't say it. Oh, I forgot. I
love
just watched the
Marvel movies, man.
not Back to the Future, the Dukes of Hazzard movie the other day, which is those guys as well.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
cool.
love
they
that
wrote it.
movie. I really did.
Tracy, I love Free Willy. My daughters watched it over and over, especially when Kiko becomes local. But I have issues which so many inaccurate references. One moment they are in Astoria, and then he jumps on his bike and is going over the Hawthorne Bridge in Portland like they were in the same city. Yeah, I mean, that LA movies do that all the time. Watch Gone in 60 Seconds. I mean, there's nothing connects.
Well, Short Circuit's no different. I mean, that's
Short Circuit,
all over
perfect.
the place. Yeah.
I mean, Goonies too, for that matter, because they're driving the Jeep all over town, but they just keep crossing the same place.
Well, it's a quick bike ride to Cannon Beach, from what I heard.
Yeah, right over the hill that where the
Yeah.
Fratellis go, but you can't
Yeah.
even.
Well,
you go to the top of
and
the
then
hill
they
and
go-
go to the end.
They go down the hill so
On the
that
other
they
side.
can get to the park that goes up. I mean, it's
Yep.
They're coming from the park in the scenes, which is funny.
Yep. I love that. Let's see, Dave. We talked last week about your onstage appearance with Robert Davi. Have you guys stayed in touch?
I tried tagging him a couple of times, but he's a busy man. He's performing right now. I believe he's in Vegas. Is it or I forgot where
Yeah, that sounds right. Reno?
yeah,
No, Vegas. I think Vegas.
yeah. So yeah, maybe he'll get back to me later. But no, I haven't heard from Mr. Davi. No. I think I've had Davi for 1 year. That was insane.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear you say that. Mark Marshall's going to do the show, whatever this is, soon. I hope you'll be back here for that one, Dave, too, because, like, you know, we talk about Robert Davi, but Mark Marshall was just as much a part of that.
Oh yeah, he definitely was. Yeah, he tried helping me. He tried helping me multiple times, but I just wasn't. I wasn't present. I wasn't there enough to heed the advice. But it would all play for laughs, and it was all a good time, man. I'll never forget it.
I know. How are we going to top it next year? Oh, actually, we need to. So that's an interesting question. We need to pose to. I'll pose it to you guys and Mike, and to anybody who's still watching and listening. You know, the Goonies 40th was awesome. The Short Circuit 40th was awesome. Especially for people who've been to both, what would you like to see next year at an event in Astoria around the same time? Because we have a lot of ideas for things that we want to do. And Mike, well, yes, you and the pink will get to you in just 1 second. But really, we want this, I mean, like more than ever, to be a fan fest. So, like, you know, what do you want? What were your favorite parts? What do we need to do again? What do we need to do differently? That kind of thing. Mike, yes.
My granddaughter's very first concert was last summer, and it was Cyndi Lauper. And I know that she's retired from touring now, but I don't think that she's retired. She performed when she performed Good Enough. Oh, it was so awesome, and the visualizations that came with it just everything from the Goonies stuff to the wrestler stuff, like to it was just so good. I think you guys, if there could be a way that Cyndi Lauper could come out there and do something, it would be incredible.
That is a hell of an idea. I don't know if we could get her or not, but that's a great idea.
That almost happened last year for the 40th anniversary. We were in contact with her people, and it was going to happen, but then she decided to do this tour, and the tour got in the way. It simply got in the way, and but she wanted to be there. She wanted to be in Astoria, and be a part of that 40th. It just couldn't happen.
Yep. Cyndi Lauper was my first concert in '86, says Rain. That doesn't seem possible for you to be old enough to have seen that. And Mark Marshall is awesome, says Whitney.
Yeah.
I hate to say this. I have to go. Right now.
It was great to see you, buddy.
Much love, everybody. We didn't talk Foundation, but we'll talk.
Much love to you.
Good to see you, Mike.
Thank you so much. Pleasure. Take it easy, boys.
Have a good night, buddy. Take care, man.
Hilarious.
Hey, Kyle, you will be happy to know that there were a couple of independent films produced in Astoria within the last 2 years. I worked on both of them. They were $2 million movies, each of them, which is that's very small, and they got the bang for their buck. I scouted locations for both movies. One was filmed in the fall of 2024. The other one was last summer, and they will both be out hopefully by October this year.
Yeah, I think Rich maybe
on the Shudder network, I believe, with a possible theatrical release as well.
I think Rich was talking about this. Is that the one where?
That's the one. Yeah. I got Rich on the show as we're both in both movies, or I'm in both movies. Rich is in The Cycle, which is the first movie that was filmed in the fall of 2024. We both have small roles, and it was a really fun experience. Something I hadn't done for like 20 years, and then I somehow got back into the mix and worked on these two movies back to back, and hopefully there'll be some more coming to Astoria soon. But so far, it's all been independent. It's all been small movies with big intentions, and I can't wait to see them. They're going to be out soon.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's indie movies are generally they make it to production because they have good scripts.
Yeah,
And I think that's something that a lot of these movies have been missing a lot is just good writing and not just all VFX and everything. So
absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Justin Scard over here
Justin
has a.
Scarp.
First of all, he's with us, so hi, Justin. He has a pretty good point here. I think you guys should rebrand the weekend as something that can fit anything: Astoria Film and Beyond, Astoria Retrofest, Astoria Rewind Weekend, stay annual. That is definitely the conversation that is happening because there is a bigger idea at play here. You know, I mean, the idea is that this film museum becomes, really something, and that there is a reason to draw everyone in every year. Yeah, I mean, again, like so many things tonight, teasing, plans that are in progress, so to speak. But there are grand plans for next year, and I'm glad we're talking about it now because it seems like no matter when you start planning, it's never early enough.
yeah.
Cyndi Lauper
Sure.
and
No, I would
Tatum.
rather I just want to see like no rain for the weekend next year.
Right. Well, we got pretty lucky
That was
this
tough.
year. It was
We did.
Thursday
We
a
did.
little bit, and then Monday it poured.
Yeah, almost the whole morning and Friday when we went out, it was just pouring, and
Oh, Friday
so it was
morning
like, well,
too.
we're just gonna go shopping because that's about all we can do at this point. It's all
Yeah.
indoor
Yeah,
stuff.
you're
so.
right. It wasn't until the afternoon when it opened up on Friday. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. Let's see.
But-
And avoid the
I was
people.
supposed to do a new drone video while we were there.
Oh yeah, you
And,
reached out to me for that.
like
I forgot.
Yeah, it's a 360 drone, and I wanted that awesome Canyon Beach. I wanted to go over the short circuit house and by the bridge, which may or may not be illegal because you might have to have a little permission because I think it's too close to the airport or air sea landing or something. But I didn't get a chance to do that, so now I got this company that's like, hey, when's your video coming? It's like
Whoops a daisy.
soon. Yeah.
We'll all have to just jog back over to Astoria real quick. Piece of
Yeah,
cake. Justin says, only because there are so many snazzy setting anniversaries, you're making it a cohesive event. Yeah, you are definitely right. We are on the same page there. We are trying to pick names when it comes to that. We have a few that are in progress, but none of which are locked.
Well, I think until you have like an actual 40th or 50th or 41st or whatever, you could just do like Astoria Fest or something like that. Make it a
Well, the idea here is to build something new that does not alternate with 40ths and whatever. There's a museum in this town, so there will be a festival every year in this town. It's that sort of idea. And then what will that festival be and what will it encompass? All of the things we're talking about, obviously.
and then maybe make it like the week after the Ghostbusters anniversaries and Rocketeer anniversaries, because that weekend was Ghostbusters was out in New York.
It's hard every
They had
year.
a thing-
Every year I'm
they had a
torn
thing in
between Goonies
LA,
and Ghostbusters.
They had a thing in LA last year with or this year with Rocketeer.
Yeah.
That was the 35th, and I was just like, what do we do?
Yeah, right now the plan is to keep it the same weekend because that's Goonies weekend and that's the big draw. It's what it's always been. But obviously everything is up in the air. You know what I mean? Like none of this stuff has happened. None of it's locked. I met so many inspiring creative people from around the world. I'm so glad I pushed myself to open up and come out. Definitely agree. But I also feel like you described all of us, not just yourself. So many of us there who feel similarly. We stretch. We go to Astoria and we stretch our comfort zones. Dave, right?
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. Yeah.
Not everyone can get on stage though and do what you did. So
If that was a compliment, I'll take it. I'll just say thank you. It was so.
this is what. So you guys were talking about this yesterday. I think Justin mentioned it, and I thought about it. I was like, what if he said Ghostbusters in Astoria, the next solution? I was like, they need to make a movie like the next Ghostbusters. They need to randomly somehow move to Astoria.
Uh-huh.
That was Kip.
Can you imagine Ghostbusters in Astoria? That would be so cool.
Yeah, it would. It's the oldest West Coast town, right? So it makes sense. Like Dan Aykroyd
Yeah,
could write something.
Yeah, I mean, there's an Astoria in New York, so maybe they moved to the wrong address on accident somehow or something. I don't know.
I really don't like how loose Ghostbusters has gotten with the reality of New York and such. The Ghostbusters firehouse I'm sure you've already heard this, but in Frozen Empire, it would have been the dual firehouse back in whatever year they predicted. I realize that's a lot to get into, but then maybe just choose another year. I don't know.
I was a little bummed. There was a scene that was on Casey Neistat's video when they were filming for Ghostbusters. They did like a really fast impromptu shoot because it was that. Do you remember last year or a couple years ago at this point where they had a really weird storm in New York and everything turned like yellow and it was very bizarre, foggy, smoky looking, probably from the wildfires. Mm-hmm. They went out and they took the car out and they did a bunch of shots because it looked really eerie and kind of hard. You'd have to spend a lot of money on making that production otherwise.
Right.
And then when it got to the movie, I was like, I never saw those scenes, which would have been really cool to see because maybe it just didn't fit the writing, but it looked apocalyptic. It was so cool.
They only shot that one, I wouldn't even call it a scene, like one shot really of the Ecto driving in New York City. Like even when it pulls out of the firehouse, it's not the real firehouse. That's the fake firehouse in England. And only when they cut to the driving shot is it, really even there. And it's so worked with that it doesn't even look real to me anyway. Like they could have just phonied it all up. I have an issue with all of that because for me, one of the biggest characters in Ghostbusters 1 and 2 is New York City. So the fact that they go to Oklahoma and then England, Boston first in the girls one, they went to Boston to shoot that one, which just blew my mind because it's still supposed to be New York. But I don't know. To me, those movies are all missing that bit of heart, which was New York. Sorry. So, but you're right. Astoria would be fine too. Certainly no worse than Oklahoma.
It'd be a fun town. Well, it's because it's kind of a town that's frozen in time a little bit. It's still all local shops. There's no big Walmarts. I know there's a Walmart closer to once you leave, what is it, Seaside or something over there? What's that city?
Warrington.
On the other side of the other bridge? Yeah.
Warrington.
Yeah. But, the rest of the city is just kind of the same, which is pretty sweet. So it would fit the vibe, I think, better.
Yeah,
because
more than Oklahoma.
Astoria was a vibe for sure.
Astoria, one of the reasons I love it is it feels like New England, and everything Dan Aykroyd's like writing about is all kind of coming from that old New England, right. Salem witchcraft, all that bullshit.
There's another movie that next year I kind of think would be a fun event. It would be an event that anybody would put on as like a big celebration, but I think it'd be a fun event for all of us to get together. Mm-hmm. You remember the movie Summer School with like Mark Harmon and?
I never saw it with Kirstie Alley.
Yes, yeah. So that hits 40 next year, and it's like Santa Monica Beach, Knott's Berry Farm. That's like where they went to the amusement park, and I think it would just be a fun event to just do as a group of people and just have fun with it. I think it's actually, if I remember right, it was like July of next year or something. So,
wow.
See you all on the beach in Santa Monica.
Yeah, but there's a funny scene. I don't know if you there's like the whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre prank they play on the teacher and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. No one remembers this movie, but I grew up with it and I love that movie. So
I can see the box cover. I know its existence. I just don't think I ever watched it.
Yeah.
Is there a cartoon? Is there a cartoon element to that one, or is that just One Crazy Summer? I know that's.
No, it's
One Crazy Summer.
Okay.
It's a little bit like Breakfast Club if Breakfast Club was summer school.
Oh, okay.
And two of the guys were kind of Bill and Ted-ish with like movie makeup and making a chainsaw massacre scene that freaked out us up. So,
I mean, what you're describing sounds like something I would like. It sounds like a movie from that time period I would have liked. Maybe we'll just have to
wait 2 years for the blockbuster year, 1987.
Nice.
So
Brandon and I talk about that, about what comes next. We both have ideas for what years we should do next, and then how long to do this one, because like it's already been almost a year. We haven't even done the big three yet.
Yeah, well, 4 maybe even. I've been pushing for him to do the Tampopo, which is a Japanese movie, 85. That's technically like one of the higher rated.
I saw you that comment the other day.
Yeah.
What's your fourth? Well, I said the big three, and I can name them, but what's your fourth?
Well, I mean, you got Pee-wee, Back to the Future. What would be the other ones? Let me think. It was in my head a second ago.
One should be pretty obvious tonight.
Teen Wolf.
Whoa.
Was Teen Wolf 85?
No, I don't know. That one does. Oh, yeah, it is because we did it for the show, but that one doesn't do anything for me. Okay, but Teen Wolf, you count that one? Goonies for me would be the other big three.
Oh, Goonies. Yeah, Goonies. Yeah, duh. Of course, yeah.
Yeah, for me, Goonies and Back to the Future, and then Brandon's like favorite movie ever is Pee-wee, and I agree, it's a fantastic movie. Really is. I liked it as a kid. I didn't realize what a good movie it was till I was an adult. I'm like, God, the storytelling and just it's done so.
I think
well.
as a kid, I fell into like Big Top. I think before
Really?
I saw the original.
That's
Yeah.
barely
That's
a
just 'cause
movie.
I'm 43, so like
Yeah.
it was the timing. So
Yeah. So my
I mean,
generation,
also
I'm a
in
couple
that- I'm
years
also-
older than
yeah.
you, but we were all disappointed when that one came out.
probably, yeah. See, I'm also at the spot where like all these VHSs started coming out in late 80s
Yep.
from earlier movies. So a lot of those were new to me at that time.
Yep.
And then you grow up later, you're like, how would I have seen Goonies when I was, or how did I see E.T. as a kid when I was born the year it came out?
Right.
And it's because the VHS releases in what, 88 or something, or
Yeah, I don't know about you guys. Whenever I'd go to my grandparents' house in Maryland, I'd bring VHS tapes, blank ones, and I'd just record whatever was on HBO while I was there, because then I'd have, those movies to watch at home that I wouldn't have had access to. So it's kind of like whatever was on that promo year, that week on HBO.
that was literally that was my only copy of Rad, was a bootleg version that I recorded off TV or something, and then it wore out and broke.
Oh yeah.
So there was a good 15-year period where I'm searching for every thrift store for Rad. And
To
I'm
find
like, I
a
don't
copy.
know if they actually, yeah, and I don't even know if they actually put this out on VHS. They finally put it out on a steelbook like a couple years ago, but we went to the 40th of that they had it back in theaters and stuff.
I think Daryl Boggs all the copies of Rad, all the VHS copies. I think he might own them.
Who?
It's a good possibility.
Yeah, there's just every time I go to a thrift store, I look for Rad and I look for the Krupp's coffee grinder. Because at some point
that's a
I'm going
good
to find
one.
it. Yeah, but it's like if anybody does their homework who's like taking an inventory, they're going to see that thing's worth like $350, and there's no way that goes out on the floor.
Is that
But I'm
really
just
what a
waiting for
Krups
that
is
one.
worth these days?
Yeah.
God, when we were
I can
building DeLoreans,
Yeah,
you just had to
yeah.
find some. They were free, basically, $20.
I mean, now you're better off just 3D printing it, and I have a couple of those, but
Well, I can't agree with that, but all right.
what do you do?
You just described when it comes to your cosplay, you're like, I go crazy authentic and everything. I'm the same way when it comes to the prop building and the cars.
Well, like my Rocketeer helmet up there, I printed that thing and sanded it and painted it, and I got a Mr. Flux capacitor back there that's 3D printed. Put lights in it and stuff.
That's awesome.
If you have a printer, why not?
Well, I guess it comes down to what you're looking for out of it. When we did this, the parts were still hard to find but available. So that was part of the satisfaction of having your time machine done at the end, was knowing that you found all those parts. You know what I mean? You climb through Apex and the electric dust and all that stuff to electronic dust to score your win.
Trying to make the Rocketeer jetpack from scratch is impossible. So you can 3D print like very, very, very accurate replicas and spend 6 months putting them together. So,
dude, that is awesome. That's one of my all-time favorite movies. I love the Rocketeer.
So underrated.
It is.
I still think that they should put more oomph behind it because it's a Disney IP. Like Joe Johnston did the video or directed it, and
yeah.
Wow.
It's hitting all these anniversaries, and there's still a fan base for it, and they've cut off a sequel adaptation that they're going to put out a few years ago, and I don't know. I think it's the original Disney Marvel-esque movie in a way.
At one point at my buddy Sean's house, Sean was going to come tonight, but he couldn't at the last minute. We were building a DeLorean, the second Ecto, and somebody came to the shop to work on restoring a screen-used pack from Rocketeer.
Yep.
And in fact, you probably know. I mean, if you're into prop building and stuff, you might know some of these people. Jeff Teal was his name back in the day. One of the previous generation of prop builders that me and my friends.
Yeah.
And those guys were so freaking into it, and I never had even seen the movie, and they were like everything what you're talking about, like, and Dave too. Just like they loved it. It was important to them as a movie. And I think at the same time, I might have been working with the guy from Rocketeer, the tall good-looking guy, Billy Connolly,
Billy Campbell.
Billy Campbell, and he was super cool. But I don't. The movie does. I need to see it again. I own it even. I should watch it maybe this weekend.
Well, it's on Disney Plus, so.
I don't have that.
No,
but
it's one of those things too. Like one of the guy who built the helmet and rocket pack, he actually lives out in Oregon. Michael Passert Jr. He's done stuff for what did he do? He did like some stuff for Iron Man and a bunch of other movies and stuff too.
That makes sense. That style of build. That makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot of rivets.
But yeah, you can get him involved somehow in that Oregon Film Museum. Kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Not that those movies necessarily were filmed there, but
it wouldn't hurt to have something Rocketeer there just because. Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
You could say from designer who lives in Oregon.
So Kyle, what do you do during the day? Like, what do you normally do in Minnesota?
I'm a pharmacy technician 3 days a week. So I went down 3 days a week so I could do YouTube. My main channel actually was profitable for a while now. I think camera niches are kind of dipping a little bit on YouTube. Mostly just because every camera is good now. So it's
true.
And lenses are all becoming, even like third-party Chinese lenses are becoming just as good as Sony lenses. And so it's not as much like before. You had to go watch all these videos before you spent a lot of money on, film camera gear and stuff. Now it's just everything's good. So, and it's a little oversaturated maybe too. But
Kyle, what's the name of your channel? Not the one with not the.
So my adventure channel is Watt's Next Adventure, like WATTS.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to that one. But what's the other one you were talking about?
It's just Kyle Watts.
Kyle Watts, and you do mostly what with that channel?
Do reviews on new cameras, lenses,
gimbals,
filmmaking.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So I was talking to the right guy about the Luna 360, whatever. Like you actually have, got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's their first version of that camera, so it's gonna, DJI. This is their fourth version of the camera, so they got a lot of R&D and time behind that product. So that's why I think the other one's good, but once it gets the second or third version, you're gonna have a pretty good battle there.
Yeah. I'm with you that I've always had the DJI products, and they've always been, solid, predictably solid. But with the situation of them going away, like it feels like your Rhode Island resource there seems to be the next logical choice.
Yeah, they can't say that they're like part of DJI for obvious reasons because that's would fall into the wrong thing. But like
wrong association.
And they've never said it to me that they're the same. But when they have the same marketing people, when DJI mics connect to their products. And everything is like copy everything. It's pretty obvious to me that
when they're using proprietary software, they must have some kind of an agreement. Huh? Yep. Wow.
And I was working on trying to get Justin the new versions. I kept on telling like you can give it to all these camera guys that are going to talk about the camera, but you should really be giving it to the channels that use the stuff because like those cameras got popular because of people like Adam and Justin and all these Disney vloggers, because that's just when it becomes the Adobe software, like, oh well, this is what you use.
Right, exactly. When Casey did his daily vlog, you know how many freaking Rode mics he sold and everything because of his rig.
The Joby Gorilla Pods.
Oh my gosh, ridiculous!
I hated vlogging with those things, but man, this is just so much easier.
Yeah.
You can throw it in your pocket. So.
Well, and the weight difference is crazy.
Wow. I mean, I still like filming with my other camera, but it's definitely you're not what's the word? You're not you stand out like a crazy person with a big camera and a big mic, and everyone looks at you, and all of a sudden you're like putting on a show for people around you, and it's
exactly.
Some people can do it, but it's really weird and awkward at times. I was filming in Dallas a couple years ago. I have the Zapruder camera.
Oh my goodness!
We were trying to film this stuff about like modern cameras versus the camera from '63, like how much a difference they actually made, and how one comes out live on the internet, and the other one takes 12 years before anyone even sees footage.
Was it Super 8? What was the Zapruder? Was it Super 8?
I'll grab it.
Or was it just straight 8mm?
It's an 8mm, but it uses double 8mm film.
Oh, okay.
So it's the 414 Bell and Howell. This is the camera that captured the JFK assassination.
Wow.
I got film for this too, so we actually shot in Dealey Plaza with this camera.
Gee
Whoa.
whiz.
It's the most bizarre thing. Like the first year we went, we tried to line up the framing on my regular camera.
To the window,
It's a
to
little-
the car, to the...
Yeah, it's a little uneasy, but then like the first time I brought this out there and you look through it, you're just like, oh, I don't like that at all. That is exactly the right framing, and like
The lens is exactly the same. You found the
Yeah.
spot. Yeah, that's creepy.
and the film we have maybe looks a little better than 1963 film stock, but it's still an old vintage film stock, and it cost $150 to get 3 minutes of footage because I didn't have the balls to flip the film because I was like, if I lose half the film, I'm going to be pissed. So,
Yeah.
but when you're out there talking about, when you're holding this and you're doing a video of you talking about it in a tourist area, all of a sudden you become a show.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't want this to be the show. I want my video edited to be the show. So you just get really uneasy with filming yourself. And having these pocket cameras, though, are awesome because it's like no one cares about this.
Right.
You're just another dude with a weird looking camera that people don't even realize it's a camera. So
Right. You could be Adam the Woo, or you could just be somebody taking pictures for your grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and they look good enough. So
My
that was a
issue,
big
the
thing
quality
for me
is
when I
there.
started. Yeah.
The quality
Yeah.
is there these days. It's amazing. For me, it's the maneuverability. I can't get the robot to manipulate as quick as I can my hand with something
True.
else, you know?
I still struggle with that because I'm still so used to filming, and you look down at the screen, oop,
Right.
not
Right.
framed right. So
That's it.
It
I
takes
find
it
that the
takes some
gimbal
practice.
works against me instead of for me.
yeah, you just have to be more obvious, and I think that's why Justin, when you see him filming, he's like this a lot because I think he looks at the video screen more than he does in person.
Oh,
And I
yeah,
tend to just like
as
hold
you
the camera
should,
looking.
for sure.
Yeah,
He's,
I'm just
it's
so used to
close,
having
though.
a camera, and I'm just so used to like knowing what the camera's probably shooting. I don't have to pay attention to it.
Correct.
thing,
if
you
you're
do have
used
to-
to it. But yeah, but with the,
Yeah.
I couldn't manipulate it right. Justin is also getting close to my age as well, so he has the eyesight thing. So if he's, it's a 2-inch screen on that, I'm sure he's
Yeah.
nice and
I mean,
focused.
well, it is a tiny screen, but I think if you pay attention more to the screen than you do your visual eyes, I think that does help a lot. So,
Yeah, I agree. Have you been a photographer your whole life?
pretty much, yeah. I've
And
had,
videographer?
I don't know, I should have gone to film school. Like, I got into auto body instead out of high school, and then I saw Super Troopers in 2001, and I was just like, that's what I wanted to do. Those guys clearly were friends before this movie, and then
Yes.
finding out that they were like a comedy group, film group, I was like, this is literally what we did in high school, and they just somehow got people to pay them enough money to make a movie. And there's some fun stories behind how they got those movies made, and a lot of it's because of Tarantino and Kevin Smith.
No shit.
Because they put a film out in Film Fest called what was that? Puddle Cruiser, and like Tarantino loved it. And when he was in an interview talking with Fox Searchlight, he's like, "You got to check out this group called Broken Lizard. They got some stoner cop movie they want to make." He's like, I would highly recommend these guys." And that's how they got their break with Super Troopers. Yeah,
Littering Ann.
and like was it Billy Adam Sandler got kind of ghost produced Beer Fest because he loved those guys, and that whole group is a very tight knit indie filmmaking group with Mike Judd and Tarantino, Kevin Smith, that whole group. So
Yeah.
you probably dealt with Thorny, what's Channel Sakar, because he's directed a lot of stuff and TV series and stuff.
Yeah, there was something where we crossed paths once, but we didn't get to hang out or anything. The only time I think I ever spent any time with him was that day at the desk where it was Thorny and Mac dressed as Thorny and Mac, which was crazy. Mustaches and everything. Just seeing the uniforms on the rack, honestly, was cool enough.
Yeah.
Just seeing the
Well, they're Beer Fest ones. They don't have access to those because they're in Warner Brother owns those costumes.
right.
But every now
I
and
have
then-
access to them. Hilarious.
Yeah. Every now and then they got to use them. So once he got it once, I was like, I figured out where they started, the starting point of that costume was. And I was like, can you borrow me the Beer Fest since you have it so I can go take it to Joanne and find the right fabrics, and I'll give it to Andrea's mom to put together because she's like a seamstress.
Right.
And so after that, every time he had an event, he's like, hey, can I borrow the Beer Fest costume? because he's like, I got celebrity baseball tournament with Justin Morneau and the Twins. It'd be fun to wear it. And I was like, you let me borrow the screen used one. So yeah, for sure you can take it whenever you want. So
Wow, that's crazy.
but then-
So would it be at the archives now, at the Warner Brothers archives?
should be, yeah.
Oh
Unless they
man,
finally got
go
them.
look
But,
for it. That's funny.
but yeah, we took all the photos and got the right fabric, and I have a picture with me and him side by side, and you couldn't tell which one was which.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
although his was a little dirtier just because it's old, but
Yeah, I do like those movies. I think those guys are funny. I thought the second Super Troopers was good. I was prepared to
you
not
ever
like
see,
it at all, and I thought it was solid.
Quasi?
Which one?
It was called Quasi.
No.
Came out maybe 3 years ago. It went to Hulu. It was a script they wrote right after Super Troopers that they never got greenlit, and then they finally made it.
No.
It's like 15th century France, Quasimodo,
Oh, of
Humpback.
course. Gotcha.
And it's very like Monty Python-esque, and it's
okay.
worth a watch if you find it.
I even enjoyed what's the one that's not so popular on the island with Coconut Pete, Club Dread.
Club Dread.
I
yeah.
enjoyed Club Dread.
Coconut
Yeah.
Pete. I have that vinyl record of the Coconut Pete's greatest hits.
Eric gets to use his physical. I don't know if you'd call it a deformity, but his physical shortcoming to his advantage at the finale of that movie when he gets his leg cut off.
I don't think a lot of people know that he has a prosthetic leg.
Yeah.
Never comes up in the movies really. So although they kick him in the shin a couple times in the movie, which is funny because like if you know, you know.
I wonder. I don't know if I've noticed that. That's funny.
Yeah.
Because you do have to know.
Yeah.
That's funny. And I guess he told me he was born that way. It's not like he lost it in something, like he was born that way. Gosh, guys, how do you feel?
Pretty good, man.
Friday night.
There's no agenda. I never know when these things are done. I was like, has it been enough time? Do we go longer? I don't know. Let me see if there's. It looks
Hey
like
Dave, so that Mexican restaurant, you said you've had some enchiladas at that place before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
where you got
at
some?
least a couple of occasions.
They were good. They were good. All I had that day was that, and I had a strawberry margarita. So it could have been the margarita too, for all I know. But
I'm sorry you went through that, bro.
yeah, it wasn't bad, but it just like it was right before prom. I was like not feeling that great, and then we dealt with the prom. And then the rest of the night I was just like back and forth to the bathroom. I was like, we're not going to the panels in the morning. This is gonna be too tough. I got to sleep for at least an hour.
Speaking of your situation there, Kyle, Justin Scard said he was going to come on the stream tonight, but not feeling good today. Love to all anyway. He's got digestive stuff too.
Yeah, that makes it tough to.
What
it makes it tough to do anything food wise for him.
Yeah,
especially on his channel. Yeah.
What front footage you need? I may have what you need. I wonder what Brad Tyndall means. That's probably from a while ago, which stinks. Justin said extra never got back to me, but I'm going to buy one of their thingies.
Well, I'm going to check it out on July 8th in California when I go to that event. So,
where in California, Kyle?
It's at some what is it, Buena Vista? I don't know what it's called. It's at some private event that's like a place that looks like Greece or something like that, and it's for doing photography, and I don't know, it's some event center or something, but it's in a Burbank area.
Oh, well then you're nearby here. You're welcome to stop by if you want. I took a term off school during this time too, because when I'm in school I really don't get out much. Hyper focus on studying. Yeah, totally hear you. What drone footage do you need? I may have what you need. Oh no, I think he wanted to shoot his own stuff.
Yeah, well, I gotta do footage for a 360 drone that's being updated.
Justin Scard says, film the next Ghostbusters in Astoria. That's the solution. We definitely agree with that. It definitely came up. He says he'll shut up now. That would be awesome to have GB in Astoria. I agree.
Feel better,
Just
Justin.
Anything, yeah. Just anything back in Astoria. In fact, with that side note, anything in Minnesota again would be nice too, because our city decided to kill the rebate programs.
Oh. So nobody's shooting
I was part of the MN Film TV board, which tries to get people in with rebates and stuff, but it's more privately financed or case by case with movies in the city. So there's been a few here, but not as much as we should have.
Irie says, I'll also mention I've never felt more comfortable around so many people in the crowds. I couldn't have wished for the weekend to go any other way. Wow, thanks, Irie. Yeah, I mean, you were pretty universally loved. You were very nice to everybody, so I think everybody was loving you back. Kelly Burgess says, miss you guys all tonight. I am at a baseball game. I will be back next week. All right, Kelly. Awesome. Whitney's favorite movie is The Goonies from Astoria. Mine would have to be the same. Dave, you too?
Yeah, I don't even need to say that.
Yeah, I mean, I like the other ones fine. I celebrate them, but it's Goonies, right?
Yeah. It really is. Yeah.
I think one of my favorite takeaways from this weekend, though, was this.
Was what? Oh.
Was this. Let me get the light on there. There we go.
Oh, wait, here. Let me give you full screen here.
Oh, yeah. That is cool.
So
yeah.
I printed this on my printer, but this is actually like stainless metal, and it's super cool. And we're not focusing because my...
There it is.
We go.
Saint prototype number?
Yep, and then on the back it has this cool...
Oh, very cool.
I hope I kind of hope they like make this available so people could pick it up because I think it was really cool. That, and I also got the mutant tiki mug.
Oh, you found that? Did you get the white one or the blue one?
I got the blue one because that's all I had left. What's that place called? Like something.
Dead Man's Isle.
Dead Man's Isle. Yeah, I was gonna say it's Dead Man's something. That was a fun place to go too.
Yeah.
They had, was it tiki mugs last year too? They were doing, Dave. There was something about the or maybe we were looking for coins there. Something was going on there.
Yeah. They were doing mugs, the tiki mugs. Yeah.
Ooh, I found a coin too. I want to try to make I want to attach it to like a frame somehow with the card and the coin.
Yeah.
Justin Scard says, Rocketeer, 10 out of 10. He agrees with you guys.
There you go.
The driver picks up sound great too, unlike most. Okay. What are we talking about? I tried so many different mics that sounded horrible. The camera alone picks up great. Then adding the DJI mic. Oh, shoot. I wonder what. Maybe I missed a message there.
She's talking about the Pocket 3s. Like the mics on board of these cameras.
Thank you.
They're okay, but they pick up too much stereo crap, especially if you get music in the background. It's so much easier to remove in post if you have a mic that's on you.
Yes.
Downside is you have to get close to people when you're talking to someone, or have them talk really loud so it picks up on the mic.
Right.
Or you don't do it. So, Dave, I went to the museum on one of our videos, right?
Yeah.
And we went to the house next door, which is the Flavel. I don't know.
Flavel House.
Flavel.
Yeah.
So we filmed a bunch of stuff around there. We went into the museum. I had my mic on my shirt. Turns out the one that was connected was in my bag.
Oh.
So the whole time it was just rustling sounds and like very muffled Charlie Brown. I was like, well, there goes half my video, which whatever, I guess. So
It's good to know that happens to everybody.
I heard it happened to Faith too when she was filming.
Ugh, that sucks. Man, I hope someday this is Irie again. Man, I hope someday I'll learn more about the cameras and filming. I've always loved photography, but I remember going up making silly skits with my friends. LOL, music videos, silly new, fake interviews of our favorite celebrities. I was always recording my friends. One of my first boyfriends is now a news anchor. I'm so proud of him. LOL, everyone starts somewhere. Irie, look at you, typing up a storm there. And then she goes, sorry, ADHD. Bravo. Justin, hope you feel better. Awesome. Justin says, I need to send them a tiki mask. Yeah, you do. Get yourself a partnership going there. Trade agreement. How are you on GoPro? Does GoPro still exist? Is that still a company, or are they done?
They just put out some new thing that has like a detachable lens that you can put like a L mount or some different Cine lens adapter, and I just don't understand why you would want to put. It's like it's an action camera. It's meant to be small. The second you put a lens on it, why aren't you just using a Canon?
They really had the market until there was that whole thing 10 years ago when they were going to come out with a drone, and then the Mavic Pro came out at the same time, and it just obliterated it. Like obliterated. Worse than beta versus VHS. Just obliterated it. One worked really well, and one didn't work at all. And then I just feel like they sort of haven't been a real company since. Maybe that's my perception.
I mean, they've been around. They put out new stuff. I mean, they're still competitive, but they're not top dog anymore. Let's say that for
But
sure.
they're only making action cams, right? They're not trying to get into drones and other things.
Yeah, the drone dream is dead, I think, with GoPro. But
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're trying to make a camera with detachable lenses, which doesn't make any sense to me. So, but also DJI is kind of potentially going down that road as well. So, you've probably seen the Ronin cameras that look like a chicken. It's like a big box, and then it has like a gimbal head with a lens.
I remember when the Ronin first came out. I remember
so,
when we had to integrate it into the film business.
Yeah, and they've been using that quite a bit, but it's
Do you like it?
people are
I don't like it.
I think it can be cool. I think it works great for sports events because that's like when I go to a Timberwolves game, you see the dude like running down the stairs holding the camera, and filming the cheerleaders and stuff like that, and I'm like, perfect application for that.
When it first came out, it was kind of a two-man job because there's like somebody to operate it, and then there was somebody to operate it. It was like somebody somebody worked it, and then unless you mounted it on a crane or something else. And then it just seemed like maybe nobody knew how to operate it in the beginning or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mel
Integration
Gibson
was
put out
rough.
a movie that was almost entirely on that camera.
Which one?
There's some airplane movie or something that he just did.
Okay.
And then also Civil War, I think, was mostly shot on that.
Wow.
I mean, back in the day, it was the rig. It wasn't the camera itself. The Ronin was the rig, right? So now they're making their own cameras. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I think they're trying to get into the consumer camera market too. But
Got it. Everybody wants to do everything. It is what it is.
did you guys ever see the movie The Creator?
No, I did not.
I don't think so.
No.
It was Gareth Edwards, completely guerrilla shot on a FX3, so like a $3,000 camera. And they picked it because it has a 12,800 ISO, so it can basically see at night with like perfect clarity. And they wanted to be able to turn to 360 at any given time and not have camera and crew in the shot. And if they were in the shot, they were the actors that were not acting when the camera's facing the one way and then acting when it turns.
Right.
But and then they sent all the footage after they edited it to ILM, and it's the first time ILM ever did a movie after it was already edited, not implementing it during the filming.
Right.
And it looks so good. I think it looks 10 times better than any of the bio screens and CG that they work with, like while they're making the movie, because then they have more time to do stuff. And I think the way they did it, it looks so much more believable and raw, which is really fun to see. But I'm really disappointed that movie didn't go up for more Oscar stuff.
You don't think of ILM as being a fixer company? They're
no,
kind of
and they had to do it.
Ground
They
floor.
had to do like a proof of concept to see if they could even do it. So they sent them like a 5-minute clip. They said, "We want you to delete these people and turn them into AI robots, and put backgrounds and stuff." And I think it looks better than like Rogue One personally. And it It was shot at like he said, normally this is your budget and this is your backup. He goes, we shot the movie with the backup, and we had this as our backup if we needed it.
Wow.
So it was like very well spent movie, and it was great. So
when we first went to digital, that was sort of happened across the board because we were spending millions of dollars in film stock, and then all of a sudden that just went away, and we were buying hard drives and cards, and it was like you could reuse them, and you could it was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous until they realized they're like, oh, we don't need to spend that money. We want it back.
Yeah.
Brad Tyndall, so am I hearing correct? DJI going away? Well, it's in this country. Yeah, they were banned, right? Past a certain date.
Yep. Yeah. FCC, anything that wasn't approved at FCC prior to 2025, not allowed to release. And that's every product of theirs, unfortunately, not even just drones.
Right. Driver in my comment was supposed to be DJI. Okay, dang, autocorrect. Anyway, hope you have an awesome night. Love you, Stephanie. Roger Dodge. Hello, Roger, all the way from abroad. Good to see you. Digital Zero, Jay, the tech wizard. As if, Digital Zero. As if. I missed you tonight. You're our tech. So here's somebody. Digital Zero is normally our audio guy and provides us a lot of tech assistance here on the show. But he works for Disney during the day, and his job is, I wish he was here to tell you specifically, but he does quality control on sound and picture for Star Wars, Marvel, like all of the big franchises. And man, he could really be part of this conversation now because like, I feel like we're all of a certain age where we appreciate that old stuff, but we understand that it's only cost effective to do it the new way. But we're torn in the middle of this. But it used to be so much better.
Mm-hmm.
You too,
I just
right?
think it's.
You feel the same way?
I just personally think the bio screens, the LED screens, are just becoming too lazy and easy, and I think they're losing a lot. Like now, I know that Batman movie with a guy from Twilight or whatever.
Robert
That
Pattinson.
I had no idea. I just thought that looked great, and then when I saw the behind the scenes, I was like, oh my gosh! Like all of this was fake backgrounds, and even the car chase scenes were all done on a machine. And
So maybe that would be worth me seeing, because currently I feel like I can always pick it out. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I think I can pick it out and I can't. I'm only picking out the bad stuff. It's like a hair weave or something. You know what I mean? Like you really only spot the bad ones.
Yeah. I can't remember who directed that one, but they did a good job of making it not look completely fake. But even like I guess all the Mandalorian movie, which I haven't seen yet, is almost all of it's on back bio screens and stuff. So.
Yeah, they kind of created that thing for that whole. Yeah. What about? Did you guys see Project Hail Mary? Either one of you? I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
We had a conversation with Tim Blaney about this too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Johnny Five. So supposedly there is no green screen or blue screen in this. It's all a practical set they built, which to me, now we're talking.
Yeah.
So if you go to Adam Savage's Tested YouTube channel, he got to go on like 3 different videos where they rigged him up on the like harness rig, and he got to float around on top of the ship and stuff. And
so I don't want to watch any of that until I've seen the movie, because I like to go in blind. So I don't even know what the ship looks like or anything. Just this little bit of information really wets my whistle for wanting to see it.
Yeah. I don't know how they don't have blue screens and stuff, because it's still there's still a background that they have to get rid of somehow. So lighting, I guess maybe, and then they just added in. I don't know.
I don't know how they did it, man.
Again, I have to see how it's done. Yeah, once I see it.
It looks. I'm really happy though. The puppetry is like 90% puppetry, and there's some scenes that they have to do CG just based on a character getting out of a bubble kind of thing. But
any puppetry, any puppetry.
Tim Blaney hadn't seen it yet, but he's like, yeah, everything I heard about the guys blowing up everywhere, and he goes, if they did it practical, it's going to look better. That's just how it's, and he said he's definitely still has to see it. But that guy had the same scenario. Like Tim Blaney was the voice and puppeteer of Johnny Five, and he wasn't supposed to be the voice. But once they had it, all the cast and everyone was like, "No, he's the voice of Johnny Five. You can't replace him at this point."
He's doing all the on-set reads and everything. They're playing off of him at this point. Yeah.
So, and that's why the same thing happened with I can't remember his name in Project Hail Mary, but they were like, "No, he's the voice." Like, yeah. Now, my only thing that I said to Tim Blaney about it was, in that movie, there's a scene where they try out different voices after he figures out how to communicate with him. Mm-hmm. And it's a funny scene where they have some funny ones and some bad ones. And like after reading the book, the voice of Johnny Five is in my head. At least that's what my wife said when she read it. And so she expected Johnny Five's voice in that. And I was like, if they just had one of the voices in that scene be like Johnny Five, they could have made a funny joke about that. Been like, it's good, but.
Iris says it's her favorite current movie. I think there's a lot of people saying the same thing, that they're loving this movie.
Great in theaters.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be from earlier. I don't know what that is. Portable bed.
This is weird for me because on my live stream, I always have access to my comments and stuff, and we don't see any of this.
Oh, funny. Justin Scar, guys, I got to go. We love you, Justin. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. I hope you feel better. And we'll talk soon about the other stuff. And Dave says goodbye.
Bye-bye, Justin.
He's probably gone by now.
Dave, did you like Project Hail Mary? Dave, did you like Project Hail Mary?
Oh, I loved it. No, yeah, definitely one of my favorite movies of the year. Yeah. And I haven't seen everything out there, but it is. It is probably my top in the top 3 of this year's offerings for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't expect that. I did not expect that going in. It grabbed a hold, and it was a real sweet movie.
I like him.
A lot of good messages.
It took me a while to come around on Gosling, but I became such a fan of his.
Yeah.
I think it was that movie. Did you guys see that movie with Sir Anthony Hopkins, where Sir Anthony Hopkins may or may not have murdered his wife? And it's called
I think
Fracture?
I missed that one.
Fracture? And
Did
then,
not
and then
see
he's
that one.
he's the prosecutor. Oh my God, you guys! It's such a good psychological thriller. Of Anthony Hopkins is really smart, and
Yeah.
if he did kill his wife, whatever, it's really really good. Fracture, highly recommend.
I've heard good
The-
things about it.
The
That
one that
movie
no one
made
has
me a
seen
huge
that,
Ryan Gosling fan.
Yeah.
there's one movie that was last year. That was my absolute favorite of the year by a long ways.
What was
That
it?
no one even seems to remember. It's called Good Boy.
Don't really know it.
It was like a horror movie, but from the perspective of a dog.
Right.
Oh, Good Boy. I see.
And this guy goes to a cabin to effectively die of cancer, and the
Oh.
dog doesn't get it. He doesn't understand it, so everything becomes kind of a little bit of like a horror movie, but not quite a horror movie.
Sounds like it's a horror movie for the dog, because once the guy dies,
Yeah.
then the dog needs
And
to.
it's like his dad had the same thing happen to him, or he went there and died and stuff. So it's a really weird movie. It's
Good Boy.
like,
This sounds like a movie
everyone,
I'd
everyone
like.
kept saying like that dog better win the Oscar, and I was like, when I went into it, I was like, come on, it's a dog, it's not going to win an Oscar. I left that theater. I was like, that dog better win the freaking Oscar this year. And
Would that be
this
something
was,
if they gave it to a non-human entity?
one of the film Sundance or something like that actually made a new category called Best Good Boy, and they gave it to him because it was so good.
Infusion
And
of
if you
actual
watch after
scientific
the credits,
knowledge
there's
and understanding of genetics and microbiology. That's what's going on in this movie. She says, I'm a nerd and proud of it. Right on. I hear that. Justin Scard sent a ninja. That's him. I guess that's him backing out.
so he's watching like a ninja.
Ninja.
I'm still waiting for Justin's Astoria stuff. I know he's way backed up with he's finally done with the Route 66 stuff, I think.
Yeah, I think he's
So-
just starting to work on the Astoria video now.
Nice.
I know
Yeah,
you're right.
that's-
It's like a
that's-
couple weeks behind. He was doing so much traveling, and then he was traveling within traveling, because he was in the middle of his Route 66 thing when he flew. He left his car there and flew to Astoria to do our thing, and then somehow in the middle he had to leave again to do a wedding somewhere else. Like he's just kind of.
I just want to see what you guys ended up doing, because I know the whole weekend was going to be very like Adam heavy, and I know Justin said before, like in Blockbuster year, that I was hanging out and all of a sudden I dipped out and kind of was like, hey guys, I'm going to go do my thing. I just didn't want to like implement myself into their plans because I knew that you guys had your own thing going on. So
Appreciate that. We really winged it. We wung it because, everybody was sort of doing their own thing. Robbie Retro was very preoccupied with his family and all the people he was entertaining. I was at the Liberty, tied to the Liberty, or at least a few blocks from within the Liberty, so that I could ping pong and back pretty quickly for the majority of the weekend. So we broke the group up a little bit more this year than last year. So I didn't get to do some of the things they did, like go down to the beach and to Cannon and Ecola and all that stuff. Did you guys watch Faith's video? I watched Faith's the other day, which I think showed some of that stuff we'll see in Justin's.
it is kind of funny though that when you get multiple people doing the same videos, like when you have the opening ceremony and then this, a lot of it is kind of structured throughout this video the same way, which is kind of fun.
And then you have to watch each individual video to see, like you said, what did they do that day after the opening ceremony when we all split off? Yeah.
Yep.
I know that Justin and I, we had a lot of moments together, and that's one thing I'm really grateful for this particular trip. Was we didn't spend a lot of time together collectively, but there were these little magical moments that we were able to capture a few times here and there, whether it was at the theater or at Rich's house or the Goonies house. And I'm grateful for those, some of which I've posted. Justin having a moment thinking Adam the Woo's going to come around the corner, and it's impossible to not then show the footage of when we were all together literally exactly a year ago in the exact same spot on the same day. There were a lot of those moments, and I'll post more.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of him. Not to make it all about him, but like I'm
before
really
this
proud
live
of
started.
this. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, go. Sorry.
No,
There's
I'm just.
delay, so
This is a
wanted to-
journey. I mentioned this a lot, but like I have been grieving in public for a year and a half to 2 years now, and it's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun to be incomplete in front of people. Usually if you're going to go be in front of people, you want to be presentable, have your face and your wits about you, and I don't currently. And it's only my dead wife who's sort of pushing me to do that stuff. So I look at Justin, who's only 6 months out from his best friend dying and him being in a dark place for obvious reasons. And then you see him now, and the way he's popping in here tonight and just being so like the old Justin, I'm just really, really proud of him. So, yeah. Justin, I know you're not watching anymore, but I love you, buddy.
Oh, he might be a ninja right now. He might still be watching.
That's right.
No, it's for him too. It's I am only speaking as an outsider, but like it seems like Adam was like a massive mentor for Justin. When you have those, I have that too with my friend Paul, who's in Florida, where I'm like, I got to get this video done. I don't know what I'm doing. Which we bounce ideas off all the time, each other, and half the time I'll fly out to Florida and we'll just film something together instead. And so it sucks having that loss personally as a selfish personal side of it too. And then there's, like you're losing your friend and kind of a guidance that you had. So it's a kind of a double whammy, and it sucks. And
then enough time passes, and then you go like, oh, the story had to go this way. Like we had to lose our. Nobody wanted for that moment, that thing, that one plot point to happen. But it sort of almost had to in order for all these other for the story to progress in this way. And that's the part I'm enjoying seeing now. Robbie Retro come into his own. Justin, I don't know if anybody else has noticed this. I haven't talked to him about this yet, but like he is different now than he was this time last year. And you can see it in his videos. You can definitely see it when you are in his physical space. His energy is totally different. He's way more grounded than he used to be. And I don't know where all of that growth comes from, but the struggle and life. That's where my grit came from, was like struggle and life and experience, right?
Well, it looks also since December till now exhausting for everything that he's had done in these videos and stuff, and driving across the country 3 times technically.
Yeah.
That takes a toll. I mean, we just went up there Astoria for a weekend, and I got home and was just dead. Yeah. Totally exhausted. So
everybody I talked to needed a week to recuperate from that. Were you the same?
Those hills, man, those hills in that city are no joke. I kept making light of it in the videos, and then it turns out everyone else's videos so far, they're like, man, these hills are awful.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like the 2 famous houses are up on the hills, and you have to walk to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to go back to Astoria on the sooner side. I don't know when that will be. I would like to get there for a non-event. I need to go up there for a weekend to just enjoy my friends and the Pacific Northwest. I want to ride the trolley. I want to go to the restaurants that I love in town that I haven't gotten to go to the last couple times, or at least not this last time. What'd you say?
Except for one Mexican restaurant.
I'll skip that one because we have some of the best Mexican food, in the country down here. So
it wasn't bad. It was definitely authentic, but it just, I don't know. Who knows?
Too authentic. You got dysentery. That's not good.
I don't want to blame you. Well, we were on the Oregon Trail, right?
See, now that's a reference for people of our age.
Yeah.
Oregon Trail. Lordy. Irie says, Ninja Love. Troy says, we are apart to all whom we have met, regarding Justin Scard being different. We are who we are because of who we interact with. Amen, Troy. We are. We are all influenced. That back to you are what you eat. I said that earlier. It applies to everything, not just food, whether it's television or the friends that you're around or whatever. Like whatever you consume is what we become. The more you know.
Jay, let me know when you're gonna ride the trolley. I'll do it with you, because I've lived here 5 years in the area now, and I still haven't rode that trolley.
Dude, so every visit I go, I'm going to do it this trip, and I've never done it. Yeah. And then Irie posted a video today of her doing it. Or maybe it was Kelly. No, I think it was Irie. And it made me want to do it. And I'm committing now that next time I come to Astoria, especially on a non-convention weekend,
Yeah.
I'm going to ride the trolley. And I want to do the whole trip, right? It's like an hour round trip, and you get to go to different places.
Yes.
I'm in.
From end to end. Yes. And back.
I
So it
filmed
starts
as
in
it
Astoria,
went by
right?
the
And-
Mexican restaurant.
Does it?
Yeah.
Goes right by?
That's the only time I filmed it. We saw it running. I was like, ooh, train.
I see a trolley. It makes me think of Mr. Rogers. Can't help it.
There was all the shops that are in Astoria. There's one really fun one we went to that I don't know if anyone's actually. Dave's probably maybe seen it, but we went to. It was the Weird Sisters Freak Boutique.
Ooh, tell me about that.
That place was. It was just this weird thrift store. Like, when I say weird, I mean there's like a squid tentacle like out front of it, and weird like fur coats, and there in the back. If you go around the back, there's like you walk into a disco. It's all looks like you're walking into like Dr. Parnassus Imaginarium, and turns out if you go all the way to the back, which I thought was going to be like a maze, it's actually just a changing room. So when we got there, I was like, oh, this is just changing room, and then we turned around, but. There's some fun little stores in that city that even all these other people's videos, I'm like, I didn't even see these stores. Where were they?
Did you see the wardrobe that you can walk through at Weird Sisters?
Yeah. That if you go further in there, that's where the
Right.
changing room is. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
So I thought that was fun, and I was like, it's nothing good. There's nothing Goonies in that one, which
No.
is like one of the few stores that doesn't have something Goonies, because everything there has that one item that they have in their window or for sale, just because you got to bring in some people. Maybe that's just the weekend. I don't know, but
yeah.
That armoire thing sounds like a secret passage, and that makes me think.
Yeah.
Kind of.
it's like the witch in the wardrobe kind of thing. A little
That's
bit.
really what it's more like, yeah.
But we went to the Floral or something like that, Feral Flora, like a weird plant store kind of thing that had art stuff too. That store was really cool. It's like right kind of next to Gizmos, kind of. It's in that same little block.
Oh, speaking of Adam the Woo, by the way, Gizmos is trying to do, well, I guess a bunch of people in town are trying to do a Adam the Woo memorial at Gizmos in August. So, I don't know, maybe that'll be my date. I would like to get there sooner than that, but we'll see.
Yeah, I told Rich I got to make it up to the Short Circuit House for the night.
Oh, yeah, that's worth it, man. Just to wake up that morning looking out is amazing. Rain says the trolley goes up and down the full river walk. I love it. Irene says it must have been Kelly on the trolley. Thank you for that. Still haven't been in that boutique yet. Very soon. What did you say it was called? Sisters what?
Weird Sisters Freaky Boutique or something, or Freak Boutique.
That sounds about right.
My wife said it's a reference to like some Shakespeare Weird Sisters thing or something. Midsummer, maybe, I forget.
Okay.
It makes sense that it's a reference to something.
Yeah. But yeah, they had some just weird. They had a clothes hanger that was like a cat wearing like a Beatles-looking like the
Sergeant Pepper?
Sergeant Pepper kind of outfit, and it's like a clothes hanger. And I was like, I don't know why I want that, but I want that hanger. I didn't buy it, but I know the funny thing for me, it's like when we went there too. I don't know if this is the same with you guys. When you go on a vacation, like you just see stuff, you don't care how much it costs. You just like overspend on everything.
Impulse buy. We're on
like,
vacation.
Yeah. I just like I was about to buy a bunch of like video disc stuff that I'm like, I don't even have a video disc player. I just wanted. They had Police Academy original video disc. I'm like, well, we could get this signed.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
bought
We all saw those at Video Horizons, the video discs.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
We had I bought a science and what the hell was it called? Science and Mechanics, 1963 issue, and it was all about robots.
Oh,
And
weird.
it looked like Johnny Five on the front, and so we got it, and we had Eric Allard sign the front, and he was just like, I kind of want to read through this. This looks fun.
That's cool.
So
When we were
have
there
this random autograph now. So
when we were there last year, Brandon found the actual historic book that Brand is looking at in the attic.
Yeah.
That shows the One-Eyed Willie, to the treasure stuff and everything. That's a real, actual printed book, and he found a copy in one of those stores that wasn't even listed as a Goonies prop. It was just a geography book.
we were kind of joking that like when they got the costumes for Ali Sheedy, they might have just gone down to some of these thrift stores and just bought some stuff and because a lot of it looks like that's where she would have gone to buy it. So
Yeah.
I was like, we might actually find some stuff that actually looks right just by going to these thrift stores.
Kinda. Just
So,
look for like the mothballs section. Like what's been here the longest?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think
about Astoria
Brandon
is
found a Pee Wee Herman thing in one of those stores this year.
he found the
Right back there.
24-inch or whatever the ventriloquist doll with the little.
Yeah. That's I'm surprised we didn't see that because we went shop. We went through almost all the stores on Friday because it was raining and there was nothing else to do. So
Right.
and
Brandon's got a good eye and he's also got good luck. And his dad Kevin too. They both find amazing things. Did you happen to be
gonna
there
make it
when
a
they?
point.
So we watched a movie on a Blockbuster year, and somewhere in one of these movies was a toy I had growing up, and then these guys, I referenced it in the show, and then Kevin and Brandon found one and then gave it to me this trip, and it's a helicopter, like an Army helicopter that I had in the 80s, and it wasn't expensive. It's not hard to find or expensive. I mean, they're everywhere. They're plentiful, but they gave it to me outside of the Fort George Brewing Company in front of like 20 other people and went, oh, it's a great moment. It's so nice. It's the last night of the weekend, short circuit weekend. And I explained, I go, yeah, and what's so funny about this is it wouldn't work because you can't open the canopy without the thing. And right as I went to open the canopy, I squeezed it because that's how you used to do it when I was a kid. You could either lift it over the thing or just squeeze a little bit and it would distort the shape and it would open up. I haven't done this since 1982 or 3. The moment I went to squeeze it, the canopy went.
So you spent all this time finding this toy for it and you just
Yes, and the moment they gave it to me in public, I just shattered the
I had
windshield
that
of
too.
it by
that
trying
same
to
thing.
squeeze the side instead of just opening it this way. So whatever, I don't love it any less. Here it is, but it was pretty funny. The sound was so loud, and then Kip had to walk away. He was like, I can't do it. I can't.
I'm pretty sure I had that same toy. I was parked it next to my big Tonka truck.
For sure,
the
it's
G-
a
the, like,
G.I.
black
Joe
Jeep,
looking thing,
yeah.
but it's not actually G.I. Joe. It's super, super cheap.
That's right.
But I love my gift, and I don't care if it was only $5. Like, I love that they thought about finding one and then found one for me, and that I broke it.
I feel like if we ever need a resource finding stuff, Brandon might just be the guy to talk to first because
Brandon and Kevin, yeah.
I just looking for earrings for that Stephanie costume. That took me 6 months to find the earrings.
Wow.
And that necklace,
did you
couldn't
find
find it. We had to make the necklace. Yeah, I got the earrings, and Rich has all that now. But the necklace, we could not find it. It's such a simple necklace with just little like stones on it, and they added like the little pendant. Couldn't find the necklace. Went everywhere. Went to vintage jewelry places. Went to bead places, and they're like, "This is how you could make it." So eventually, we just found a way to we found the stones that had holes in them. We made the wire and added little spacers, and so we had to make that necklace, and it turned out nice, and it was believable, but that took me because we booked this trip in November. As soon as they announced that save the date, it was like, I'm booking this because I was too late last year with trying to get on the Goonies thing, and hotels were sold out and expensive, and
Right.
so we were just like, we booked it in November. It wasn't not as expensive as I thought it was going to be, and
Where did you stay?
Motel 6 underneath the bridge.
Nice.
Which
I
was
got it.
kind of
Okay.
nice. Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of hotels are all the same there, unless you're going to the one that Justin and those guys went to. That looks more modern, but we're barely there. So
The Lloyd's is where they
Lloyd's,
stayed
yeah.
last year, so that's where they stayed again. But that was Robbie Retro. He wanted to stay in the same place that Adam and
Yeah.
he stayed last year, so that's what.
I think
Lloyd's,
that
guys, we're going to
Holiday Inn,
Lloyd's.
that Holiday Inn is probably newer too. But
Yeah.
for me, I was just like, we're going to be out. We're going to come back home, crash, and then wake up. As long as I have somewhere to sleep and, at this point, somewhere to throw up in a toilet with food poisoning, we're good. So I did want to play. There was that hotel, that super retro motel looking over kind of more
So,
by.
the Atomic
What's the
Motel
house?
is. I love
Atomic,
staying
yeah.
there. I've stayed there in the past, and I love the
Yeah.
people. It's definitely kitschy. It's definitely weird, but so is Astoria. Who cares? Like,
Yeah.
I'm.
Well, we
I'm
saw
in.
where
I'm
you
in for
stayed
it.
because we saw where you stayed just because your car was right in front of the hotel.
I know. So, but I didn't book that. That was the event,
The event, yeah.
team, TamesCon. And whatever. That was a whole convoluted thing too. So whatever. That's where I ended up. Faith ended up there too. Faith and Ryan. And there was nothing wrong with it. The people were very nice. The room was very clean. I just had a very bizarre room. It was very strange. It was in the back, but the entrance was in the front,
really?
but it looks like a hallway, so it doesn't even look like a room. Whatever. It's very interesting.
We had so from our hotel that when we woke up, we had an awesome view though. Let me try to pull this up here.
Iris says, I'm ashamed to admit it. I still haven't explored the underground tour yet. It's a must do. I want to get someone to dress up so I can experiment with some photography down there. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I've never been down there either. Oh, look at this. Hang on. Let's make you big.
So this was the view from our hotel window. So that's what we got to wake up to. So I'm like, who cares if it was a Motel 6? This is the view we got.
So I had the same view from the other side, but instead of grass, it was the street, the road.
Right. Yeah. Well, we got there late, so we didn't really see the bridge much. But then when you open the blinds in the morning, you're like, holy crap, look at this. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah, the view anywhere in Astoria is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Did
you guys get up
oh, sorry, what?
Did you get up to the rooms up in Rich's house?
Me?
Like the upstairs? Yeah.
Oh, many times, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've stayed there.
Well, yeah, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
The view out of that window is awesome too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to go to that house just to wake up in that room in the morning. It's outstanding. Last year for the Goonies 40th, we stayed there at first. Michael Christopher and myself, and then Mark Marshall and Kathleen Kiefer took it over. Brooke Mathis says, my Goonies family has changed my life in every way possible. More specifically, my mental health. There are no words to describe the love I have for this group. Well, except that we all share that sentiment. So there may not be words, but we definitely know what you mean. I have one of the original prints from the same book that you're speaking of, Jay. I bought it in an antique store downtown Astoria. Oh, so same thing. It's the exact same story. And like I said, Brandon bought it for, $20 or whatever a book price was, not a Goonies book from the movie. And we all kind of loved that the town didn't gouge for that too. Like any of the Goonies stuff around, like there might be a slight markup because there's only one in the window or whatever, but they never take advantage of all the fans that are there.
Yeah. Well, I bought that illustrated book, Goonies illustrated book, and that was like $20, and it's on like Amazon for $17. So it's, not
fair.
Much of a markup.
Yeah.
And I got to get it in the city, which is way cooler than getting it on Amazon. So
Totally. To get it there to have the story, absolutely. Astoria story. Brad says, love
Astoria.
you too, Brooke. Yeah.
I
don't know what I would do without my Astoria family.
Is that how you guys tell tourists, Dave? Is everyone says Astoria?
Astoria.
Yeah. Like that's got to be the easiest way to tell someone's from out of town.
Yeah.
Oh, I should say Astoria?
Yeah. And I'm never going to, well, it's John Jacob Astor founded city. So it's Astoria.
Right.
But even the people in the movies say Astoria. So it's like, I'm never going to unlearn that.
Yeah. I get it. That one's forgivable, I think.
Well,
Astoria,
Mikey's
Astoria.
dad even says Astoria.
That's a the type of situation,
Yeah.
To each their own.
Yeah. Well, so I remember I showed you. So my wife grew up pretty much down the street from the Jingle All the Way house, which is technically in a city called Edina, like Edina.
For all the Sinbad
But everyone
fans
everyone always says Edina because that's how it looks like it's spelled. So every time someone says Edina, you're like, yeah, you're not from Minnesota.
Right.
We got some pretty hard to pronounce words, like city names up here, and there's like videos where people are trying to pronounce Minnesota cities, and it's pretty funny for people who live here.
I like driving through there. I would like to spend more time in Minnesota. I really like that.
You got to get up to the North Shore area though.
Yeah.
Like Duluth and Brainerd and stuff.
I mean, I've driven along the Canadian coast there, so I've driven pretty north. But I didn't really do much stopping. I was kind of just sort of on the move.
Oh, well, if you went down into Minnesota, you would have gone through like Grand Marais and Two Harbors and Duluth. And
gotcha. I think I was way up on the 80 or whatever it was, way the hell up there.
So that whole area kind of looks like North Shore. like Northwest Pacific Coast.
Yeah.
Once you get down to once you get down to the Twin Cities, it's all flat and a city and then all farmland. So
Okay.
well, farmland and suburbs, but
Well, I'll drive through again. I know that's for sure going to happen. West Coast versus East Coast pronunciations. Yeah, it could be that too. Roof, that kind of thing. I say
do they
TV.
say Astoria
Most
in
people
New York?
make fun of me for saying TV.
Do you think they say Astoria in New York?
We say Astoria. Astoria, Queens, Astoria.
Yeah.
Nobody says Astoria, even though it probably would be the same thing. Astoria.
Yeah.
Ask anything. It just seems like it's rude. Like, why would I start a sentence with ask anything?
That's where the Muppets are from.
Well, kinda. Yeah, that's where they did Sesame Street for a long time. Astoria Kaufman Studios.
We went to a cool museum, the moving or image of was it Museum of Moving Image?
That's where this stuff came from, my friend.
Display. Is that where okay?
That's where this. We're sitting at the original David Letterman set, right?
Yeah,
Did you know
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, that's where we got it. It was at the Museum of Moving Image in Astoria, Queens.
Nice.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I just once you go to close up of Dave, it's just like let him do his thing. No, we went to the museum. They had a bunch of cool stuff there. They had a Mission Impossible on the top level with all the screen use outfits from all the stunts, and they displayed them all as the stunt was happening.
Yeah.
So he's hanging from the ceilings on some of them, and it was. And we went on a Thursday, and it was free.
Oh,
they have
I love that.
3 days in the museum. So yeah, it was win-win.
Their curator there is a woman by the name of Barbara Miller, and she is excellent. She is excellent. Everything that they have put together, I've been watching them since they gave this stuff to us X years ago, and I've been watching their stuff from the Muppet stuff to even horror movies. They'll do all sorts of these moving exhibits, floating exhibits, and I think they're all great. They all look like they're curated really, really well.
Yeah. E.T. showed up 2 days after we left.
E.T. Oh, that was good.
Yeah. It looked rough. It looked rougher than Gold Johnny, but
wow.
I mean, it's
Gold Johnny looked much better than I expected it to.
Yeah. I just wish someone would go up and fix the aperture in one of the eyes because it looks.
I know.
It looks like it's got some.
You need one of the Johnny Five experts to go in there and spend the weekend with it, just tweaking things.
Yeah.
Just kind of
It's just the eyes are just lenses. They're old vintage lenses from some projector or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I just mean that's not the only thing I noticed. There was a handful of things I would go in and
Yeah. The eyes. It looks dead in the face when it's got one eye. That's
it's the eye. It's not dead. He looks drunk. He's it's like yeah. If it was
when dogs get old and they get the cataracts going in the eyes.
He's got one glaucoma exactly.
Yeah.
Poor Johnny. We have a lot around us as well. Puyallup. Whoopsie daisy. Troy, what are you talking about, buddy?
I think cities. City
names.
names.
I see.
I'm not going to even try that one.
Brad Tyndall says he's as southern it comes, so there's no telling how he pronounces Astoria. That's funny.
It's probably got some twang in there.
Guys, I think we've done it. This has been over 3 hours. I mean, unless you have anything else you want to talk about, I say see you next week.
Yeah.
If you guys are cool with that. I could go to the bathroom. I could eat. I could keep talking.
I'm just used to getting to an hour and a half on our live streams that we used to do and be like, this is getting long, man. We gotta go.
Yeah, no, I know. It's been.
So, I don't know how you guys, 3 hours?
Didn't we start at 5?
I made a joke yesterday when you guys ended the Blockbuster. You were like, you're only going to do 3 hours and 17 minutes tonight? What the hell?
I know. It's like a half episode, right? Brandon loves the 4 hours if we can push up against it. Who the heck can watch that? Who can watch an hour or an hour and a half these days?
You never know. We always did our live streams different, though. We'd invite on a guest, like everyone. We had a game show in the middle where I had about 30 seconds with a video clip that we made that's kind of Wet Hot American inspired, where I'm this game show host.
Okay.
And I have 30 seconds to change while that video is happening. I throw on the tux and the wig and the glasses. And we did a game where we pitted the guest up against Paul, because my co-host Paul knows every YouTube channel, probably better than themselves. And the questions I would pick, the answers would always be some embarrassing clip from their channel over the years. And Paul would almost always win, which is hilarious. But then we had an outro where it's like, tell them what they won, and then we'd have some prices right, old 70s.
Oh, that's not it.
But we just try to make it entertaining for the guests too, and like the intro would always be really funny, so they would come in just laughing and almost crying because it was embarrassing at the same time. And
Do you still do it?
it got to be so much work. And then when we were at NAB this year, the head of like Sony marketing development, he's like, "When are you guys going to bring back that show?" And I was like, "When are you guys going to sponsor it so we can?"
Great.
I was like, "If you want to make it a Sony event, like let's do that."
Yeah, I mean, don't they sponsor YHS, or somehow they're involved with YHS?
Well, we had a thing set up where using StreamYard, I can't remember the company was, where the guests could stream it on their channel too, so everybody could stream it on independent channels. So we were bringing on these 600,000-700,000 subscriber channels, and all of a sudden it's live on their channel. So we're just getting all these people coming through, and they're all having fun in the chat and trying to guess these answers on these game show parts.
I know it sounds great. I want to play. When is it coming back? You're pitching something that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, we got
it sounds awesome.
It was very like 80s, 90s inspired too. So we purposely ran it as a 720p stream,
right?
And we had all the VHS. It was a little bit of blockbuster year kind of, but
I get it. But when are you bringing it back? I don't understand. I want to play. This sounds fun. I want to be on it.
Yeah.
No,
we can bring it back. Yeah, it's usually on Wednesday nights. That's the problem.
So what? I won't do the other thing. Brandon and I are loosening that up. We're trying to get some guests that aren't available at that time. So we may be doing pre-tapes, and I may be more available.
Because
this week was Thursday. We did Thursday instead of Wednesday because that's when the guests were available. Jennifer Workus says, good night, everybody. Rain says, love doing this. Thank you, guys. Rain, you should join us sometime, in the live. I read Troy. I'll be up in Sequim, July 12th. Beautiful area. I love this. It's like Irie's giving her dates. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Miss everyone. We'll be in Astoria August 12th and 5th. Troy's giving his dates. Anyone wants to meet up? It sounds like you guys, well, those are different months. Everybody's giving their Astoria dates. Pretty close to Lakewood, just south of Tacoma. Awesome. Brad, you'll be back next year, maybe? I mean, no, he come? He didn't come. Brad didn't come. Brad Tyndall.
Not this year, no.
He was there last year, though.
He'll be here for Halloween for sure. He told me that.
Okay. October. Okay. And then Kyle, you'll be back next year. I'm guessing you and Andrea.
Most likely, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Andrea
I'm not
or
going
Andrea?
during Halloween. Andrea, yeah.
Andrea, okay.
You can just say Dr. Jones. She'll be cool with that.
I know. I have to relearn that one, though, because I kept asking who is the Boof that looks so much like Boof, and they're like, oh, that's Mrs. Watts, and it's whatever. Anyway. Okay. So Dr. Jones. Mrs. Watts is Dr. Jones is Andrea. Okay.
So do you know Indiana Jones' real name, right, in the movie?
Henry Jones?
Henry what?
Henry Jones Jr.?
His actual name in the movie is Henry Walton Jones, which is just weird because I'm Walton, she's Jones. Yeah. So it's
I did not know that. When did that lore become part of? When did we find out this?
I guess it's been all along, but
in the books.
I don't know. I saw some shirts with it, and then we looked it up. And I was like, oh, that's weird.
I've never seen it anywhere in the movie unless I missed it. There was a lot of Dr. Jones, a lot of Henry Jones, a lot of all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
might be books or something.
Little thing. October and November. Thank you, Brad. All right, so we'll get the whole gang back together. I'll be back next year, Brooke Mathis. Yeah. I don't know why I thought you were from there, Brooke, for some reason. Maybe it's your picture there. I thought you were from.
Is there an event happening in October?
Halloween.
Well, yeah, Halloween's pretty big with the Goonies.
Big in the Goonies house. They give out candy on the porch.
Yeah.
Dave does as Sloth, actually, don't you?
I dress up as Sloth and I hand out baby roots to the kids. Yeah, it's really fun.
We usually do. My friend runs rentdelorean.com over here. He networks with all the other DeLoreans in the country and finds you a DeLorean if you need it. But we always do a big Back to the Future DeLorean display Halloween thing at his house every year.
Cool.
But
who built his car?
I might go down. Him and some other guy.
He built it himself?
Yeah.
Who's your friend?
This is Andy Strano. He lived in Vegas for a long time, but his is one of the only ones where you can take everything off the car and there's no holes on the car.
Oh, one of those. All right.
but it's still looks very.
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to.
If you go watch Jordan the Lion just came. We just did a video at his house.
Oh, saw it.
Last week.
Nope. Sorry, nope. Good job. Seems like a nice guy though. Seems like a nice guy. If you've built a few of the real ones, it's kind of like, there's a certain, you're a dick about it. Basically, I'm a dick about it.
Sure.
It's like you get to a certain place where your costumes, like if you know every single detail when they're all wrong, it's, it's like a really neat thing, but it's not what you're into. I did watch Jordan's video though, because I love Jordan. I've loved him for a long time. And so that guy seems really nice. He's your friend?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he just lives down the road.
I would love to come, when I come see you, come do all that stuff. It's good to know he built that himself because I was curious who built that car.
Yeah, I think his first version had like pool hoses as the flex bands, so it's came a long ways from that. But
for sure, in a weird way though. So
TLC.
In the weirdest way, I love seeing those builds just as much. In a weird way, even more because of the creativity that you're allowed to do it. When we were still building ours, we didn't have every single part identified yet. You know what I mean? So we were able to take some artistic liberties and stuff, and it was kind of like
you also live close to the junkyard where you can go get all those parts from, or the prop.
Well, yeah. Well, we were. Joe Walser and I were. Like I said, we're 20 years. We're going to die 20 years earlier than we should because of the electronic dust that we've inhaled over at Apex. But like the amount of stuff that we had to find and then identify and whatever is just so crazy that like. The fact that people can just 3D print stuff these days, it blows my mind. It blows my mind what's possible when I see a time machine at the Peterson or whatever that I don't know who built it. And I'm like looking at all these parts that aren't real, but they've been painted and, weathered to look real, but they're PVC or, whatever, the 3D printed.
Yeah, I don't think anything, I think he said there's one 3D printed thing on the inside of the car. There's like a gold heat sink or something on the back wall. And he said that's the only thing that's 3D printed on his, but everything else is either cut out of plastic and made. I know his flux bands, I think those parts that hold it, maybe wood on his or something, but
yeah,
it's been covered up and looks right anyway. So it's not perfect.
It's amazing to me how many there are now. There's so freaking many of them. When we were like the second wave, there was only 2 guys who had done it. A couple guys. It's so crazy. All right. The last comments here. No special event, just me coming to town. That's all right, Brad. You're the special event. Oh, hello. Brooke says the same thing. She agrees. Let's see. Kyle, how do people follow along with you online if they want to keep up?
If you want to watch adventure stuff, it's Watts Next Adventures. If you like camera stuff, it's just Kyle Watts. Instagram, same thing.
Nice. I follow you at Kyle Watts. Dave, how about you?
Dave Knight with a K on Facebook. Oregonian Dave.
Oregonian Dave on Instagram. And then follow the Oregon Film Museum wherever you can, obviously.
Yeah, you can always find me there. Yeah, absolutely. Sunday through Wednesday, you'll find me there. Yeah.
I follow them on Facebook. It seems like there may be a new Instagram page, but it isn't built yet. But it seems like somebody took the tag and is holding it. Hopefully that's you guys.
Hopefully someone does something with this, yes.
It looked like Goonies notes might have gone away, so maybe they retired that one.
I did notice that went away, and I'm not privy to what they're doing.
Got it.
That, but I'll try to find out.
Copy
and
that.
you, Jay, how can we find you, sir?
Thanks, Dave. Well, usually I'm supporting my friends like Dave and Kyle here. Thank you both so much for being here. Porsche Life 111 on Instagram. There's some talk about whether we can get these all down to some version of Jay Ryan so everything is the same. Otherwise, here it comes. Porsche Life 111 is Jay Ryan. There is a Jay Ryan account too, Jay Ryan 111 if you want to follow that. Late Night Playset is the Late Night Playset, the talk show here, the live show. If you like movies, specifically 40-year-old movies, plus A Blockbuster Year is the show I do with Brandon. And if you're in LA and you like cars, Good Vibes Breakfast Club is the Friday morning event that we do up on Angeles Crest every year. It's really more of my wife got sick, so we used to blow off Friday mornings and go drive up there, and then it became a thing. So that's still happening, and I still support it. So thanks for that, Dave. Obviously, YouTube, Instagram, all the different things. But these days, I feel like you just Google somebody's name, right? Like Google Jay Ryan, Goonies, or whatever the heck, and then you just sort of find whatever.
You guys can find me at McDonald's in like 20 minutes if you go down to Lakeville. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude. McDonald's. I haven't had
Well,
McDonald's.
it's kind of like we missed dinner here. I mean, it's only we're 10:22 up in Minnesota, so
Sorry, buddy. It's 8:22 here.
No, I
How
mean,
late
it-
does McDonald's open? Might have
it's
missed it.
24 hours, baby.
Oh, well, then you're good. All right. Well, I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending your Friday evening with me. I had a blast. Thanks to everybody at home who hung out in the comments here and watching on. I think we ended up going on YouTube as well, but definitely on Facebook. And I guess we'll see
get
you next
on.
week.
We'll get you on. We'll bring back Creator Camp and get you on there. We got to bring it back anyway. So
It sounds fun, Kyle. I was only asking because I want to play.
yeah, it was a big spoof off of Sony's Camera Camp, which was kind of 80s summer camp vibe to begin with. So we stole the aesthetic, and we did the intros where you turn and freeze frame it, and put your name on the screen, and
Nice.
it was fun stuff. It was funner than I don't know. I guess maybe that's why that camera niche videos have been so boring lately for me. It's because I haven't been doing more creative stuff like that on that channel. So
There you go.
that's this new channel.
You're not stimming yourself enough.
Also,
Stimulation.
filming with a pocket
Stimulating.
camera, you don't get to be a perfectionist with these cameras. Versus when you're filming with other stuff, everything has got to be perfect all the time and color graded just perfectly. This I don't even run in log footage. I just go shoot. It's fun. It's kind of a de-stress from the main channel.
Yeah. And you don't have people going, hey, look, here's Kyle setting up all his gear.
Yeah, and if you do, you just go whoop, back in the pocket.
All right. I love you guys. See you next week if you feel like hanging out. Thanks to everybody at home. We love you. Please love one another. Have a great weekend. See you out there.
Later.
Love you guys. It's fun.